sucks that you guys don't hear this banger every fucking time. We're just banging. What's up, everybody, and welcome.
What's going on?
Episode 42 of Two Nobodies with the mic. How's everyone doing out there? Big live audience tonight, Bob. A special show. We have some special guests. Great interview later. Jameson Wang, starting quarterback from Cornell University. Don't miss that. Dude, episode 42.
It's a long time.
Listen, everybody, we are live on YouTube. You know what the deal is. Come correct with the comments. Talk your shit. We are an interactive show. We don't hide from the truth, right? We love your questions, comments, concerns.
Yeah.
Your shit talking.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We love it.
Don't be hide behind your burner account, Papa. Come out on freaking YouTube. Show your face. But listen, we are the gambling show of record, right? We don't run from the gambling. We talk about gambling, right? I don't do a lot of gambling, but we have a famous saying in this show.
Don't be a loser.
Don't be a loser. And when I say don't be a loser, that doesn't mean lose bets. We all lose bets,
all the time.
Right? But play responsibly. Don't be a jackass and bet on your own freaking team when you have a scholarship. Yeah, jackass. But that's not even funny, is it?
That was a little too serious.
Yeah. But listen, let's start with the introductions. To my right, I got my main man, Rafa the Guru.
What's going on?
Yes. We have Jay Bird, the social media manager, the guy who's making you pee your pants.
Put on sunglasses.
Yeah, sunglasses.
Because everybody else wearing sunglasses, so I put them on.
There's two guys with sunglasses. That man's wearing them because he can't see shit.
Hey, I'm wearing them today.
Yeah.
Look at Jay looks
Choppers.
Look
Look at him in choppers. The local 7-Eleven.
We got
Get 'em, boy.
Listen, we have some big boys in the house.
Oh,
Papa.
yeah,
You
there's
guys
some big
think we're
dudes.
big?
Okay.
If you were to turn the camera, we ain't shit compared to the other side up against the wall. We have our main
Those guys
man.
are athletes, though, Edward. Fuck.
Yeah.
You haven't been an athlete in 32 years.
Okay, but I was.
Yes.
I was.
32 years ago.
No, listen, we have Big John, proprietor of official BTA. About That Action is in the house. This is the last week. He's going back to Iowa. Thank you, Papa, for joining us. Let's shout out his company. Go ahead on the mic. How can we find your gear, Papa?
You can search us up on Instagram at official.bta.
That's right.
We got the drop coming up soon at the end of August, beginning of September.
World Tour drop, fire ass gear. I can't wait for winter to wear that tan hoodie. But yeah, go check that out. We support young athletes and young entrepreneurs, and Big John is definitely that dude.
For sure.
We have a very popular guest, Luke. I am not your father's in the house. Slayed his UFC prediction.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, people were messaging me, spot on. That was great. I'm like, I took 100% credit for all of it. I'm like, thank you.
That was in the script.
Yes.
We don't have a script, but that's the one part.
I told him to say all of that. Yes. Then we have CJ, executive producer of the show. Guy's doing big things over here.
Big thanks for sure.
Thank you, CJ, for being a part of the show. We have producer Eddie Money's in the house. How you doing, Papa?
Feeling great.
And let's say hello to our special guest. We're not going to interview him yet, but he has access to a microphone. We have starting quarterback, Cornell University, Harvard Westlake, Oaks Christian Lion, Jameson Wang's in the house. Everyone, give Jameson a hand, Papa, for making it all the way down.
What's up, y'all?
All the way from Ithaca, Nueva York. And I'm representing
Is that
today.
what you're doing?
Yes, it's twofold. So, obviously we have Jameson in the house from Ithaca, New York. And then Kobe Morales debuted. First at bat, home run.
Was that his first at bat? Was it a homer?
Yeah. What a
Yes.
Man.
Yes, 2 for 4.
Oh, he hit 2 for 5. He hit the shit out of the ball.
Dude.
Both times.
Yes, I asked Eddie Money. I was like, is he going to be on the show anytime soon? Because I was saving this.
He's playing, Edward.
So I said, I'm
busy.
gonna bust it out today then. Yes, and you should have seen when Jacob walked through the back. He saw me. He thought I was like Bigfoot or an alien or something.
No, he thought you were Aaron Judge.
Dude, yes. So
Jesus.
Aaron Judge.
Yes.
Yeah, Aaron.
Yes, I told my wife wishes I was fucking Aaron Judge.
Yeah, don't we all?
That would be great for the podcast.
That would be good.
That would be real good, huh? Yeah, there you go.
But don't be afraid to interact with us. We are the show of the people. Give us a shout out. You know how we do it. famous 42s. 42 is a great number, Rafa.
Well, I don't want to do the obvious one, right? Because Jackie Robinson is.
I'll
you can
start
do
it
that.
then, okay?
Yeah.
Because the best 42, the most important 42, there's a lot of good ones. But Jackie Robinson, Pasadena High School, or I think he went to Muir, but then UCLA, and then obviously Brooklyn Dodgers to LA Dodgers. Jackie, all respect. Is he the only number that's retired in all of MLB, right?
Yeah,
That
the
has
only
to be,
42.
yes.
Yeah.
So that is the 42. All the rest of your 42s can, whatever.
Well, let's not say that. I got a good one.
I want to hear it. I want to hear
He
it.
wasn't even
Look
there.
at it.
But it's for all the NBA old heads. Kevin Willis.
Kevin Willis, Atlanta Hawks.
With the elbow pads.
Yes, dude.
Dirty mother F.
That was my.
Yes, he was.
That was my number 2.
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
Give me another one.
Vin Baker.
Vin Baker. That's a good
Baker.
one. That's a good one. He owes like a bunch of Starbucks now, I think.
Well, his story's crazy.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I think, right? I think
Vin
he owns
Baker,
that.
he's not the base. He's not the base. No, that's Tisdale, women Tisdale. The base, yeah. Vin Baker. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes.
Supersonics, too.
Supersonics as well.
Who else? So Jameson, go ahead, Bob. You better have a 42 ready.
I do, but
Ooh.
I got to give my shout out to Jackie Robinson first, putting on for all the minorities.
Respect.
Giving us the chance to showcase what we could do and really stand up for ourselves when it comes to sports.
Yes,
but
sir.
Yeah.
When it comes, mine would be Ronnie Lott.
Yes,
Ooh.
that's the appropriate one.
Football, Denver
There's
Broncos.
plenty
Rafa,
of
how do you feel about that?
There's he's the best safety period
we're
ever.
Finally, finally back in. We got some decent numbers now.
Yeah, we're getting some good. Yes.
I'll give you another one. Mariano Rivera for sure.
Oh, Mo, baby.
There's a couple Mo's actually. Mariano Rivera, Mo Vaughn.
Mo.
Do you remember? That was Mo
Yes.
Vaughn's original number.
The Red Sox to the Angels.
Red Sox to the Angels, where everybody goes to
Ronnie
sleep.
Lott, Edison High School, I believe. Ronnie Lott.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chargers. I believe so. Come on, man. James effing Worthy.
Eisenhower High
Big-
School.
big-
Eisenhower.
James,
Yes. Who went to Edison? Damn it. I screwed that one up.
Big time.
Big
Big
time.
game.
Big
Big
time.
time.
Big time.
Big time. But big game James.
Yep.
It's a great day to be a Tar Heel. Come on, man. Who else?
What's yours, Jay?
Jay.
That, Kevin Willis was my second. But
That was your sleeper?
yeah, it was my
Wow.
sleeper.
There has to be some more for
Elton Brand.
Elton Brand.
Also got
Duke?
Al Horford.
Oh,
Al Horford.
Yeah.
Duke is Duke. They're on TV. Model Leave It
Duke
to
is
Be reruns. Yes. Duke is Duke.
Who else you got? Anybody else?
Hey, Kevin Love, UCLA.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, that's a great one.
There's some good. 42. You played.
Let me tell
small
you,
and power forward.
Omar Vizcael.
No way. What team?
No, not 42.
No
No
way.
way.
No way in hell.
Did I get
This
it
is
wrong?
true.
100%.
That is true.
On what
This is
team?
true.
Don't pull up either on April 15th.
Maybe
Okay?
maybe
No.
the best hand since Ozzie Smith.
Watch.
Omar.
Oh, he was good.
Don't let me down,
Omar
Eddie Money.
Vizquel was very good.
Omar Vizcael.
Vizquel, not Vizcael.
Vizcael.
There's no fucking 10 eyes. in his name.
Jameson, let me ask you this, because Jameson, a lot of these guys play D1 football, but when you wear 42 and you put on 42 in any football team, you better come correct. I mean,
Better be a dog.
right? You better be a dog. If you wear 42, that is a number where you don't fuck with the dude who wears 42.
Yeah.
That-
He might knock you the fuck out and then break his finger and
And then
probably
cut it off
break your neck.
afterwards.
Yeah.
He cut off his finger and throw it at you.
By the way, Omar was 42 on the Mariners.
There you go. I
Oh,
didn't even know he
God.
was on the Mariners.
God, he went to that was at the end. Had to be at the end.
Yes.
Still counts.
No,
Still got it right.
100%.
Still counts.
100% still
Is
counts.
anyone out there in YouTube? Did we name them all? Anyone out there in YouTube?
Oh,
land?
Jerry Stackhouse.
Jerry,
There you go.
another Tar Heel.
Yeah, the stack
Another
house.
Tar
That's a good
Heel.
number.
It is.
Dude,
That's a
42.
good player.
I think who was the big center? Eric Montross. Did he wear 42 at UNC as well? They should retire
No,
42.
no. He wore 00.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Montrose
You're
wore
right.
00.
You're right. They should retire 42 at UNC. Right?
I don't know about that.
Come on, man. Big game, James.
They retired
Yeah.
only 23, right?
I don't know.
Have they even retired 23?
The ceiling is the roof.
Yeah.
You cannot wear 23 at UNC. There's no effing way. I know, like they save like 23 for the best, other in sports. Like if you wear 23 in women's soccer or field hockey, like you're the shit. If you dare to don the 2-3 at UNC, you better come correct as well.
Oh, 100%.
They should designate put off the table 8 and 24 around every sport.
That's the stupidest thing I've
here
ever
we
fucking
go.
heard. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Kobe
Are
Day,
you kidding?
8/24 is coming up.
Yeah, 8/24 is
Yes.
coming up.
You know what? You know
And
what?
I'm spending the day with you.
You know what?
I'm spending the day with you.
You know what the Herreras do? They crawl on their hands and knees from El Camino Real all the way to the table
Stables?
center. Yes, and then they light a candle. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm spending the day with you.
Okay.
Oh my God! Yes.
UNC basketball has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. James Worthy was 52 in UNC, by the way, not 42.
Really?
Wow.
Damn.
What a fucked up number.
They have They have Tyler Hansbrough retired.
Oh, no. As very well
Yes,
deserved,
yes.
by
I
the way.
know. They have
Yes.
him, Antoine Jameson, Michael Jordan, George Glamick, and Phil Ford, and Lenny Rosenbluff.
Of course, Lenny.
Nobody knows who the fuck the other three dudes
Everyone
are?
knows who
And Jack
Lenny
Carter.
Rosenbluff is. He
Ran.
sells watches out of Miami.
Rosenberger.
Well, listen, that's your famous 42s. Let's get Sinead Bird out here. We have the.
Is that the jacuzzi?
That's the jacuzzi.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it? She's,
yes.
It's hot as shit.
I know. Who wants to turn on the freaking jacuzzi right now? But that's
and it's off. She got
Thank
it.
you.
She heard it. She's like, oh, not yet.
Let's transition.
Let's do it.
It's a difficult transition into Julio's Pizza. But we just had Julio's. Jameson had the first time. So, Rafa, you weren't here. And he came and sat down. He's like, Al Pastor Pizza.
You tried it?
What?
Amazing.
What'd you think?
Right?
And
Yeah. I looked at it. I want to have a piece, but I didn't.
Yes.
But
Yes. Good
it
for
looked
you.
good as fuck.
Good for you. But
As usual, Eddie Money, is it not the
Best
best?
pizza in the world, in my
It is,
opinion.
brother.
Jameson Wang approves. Stamped Julio's Pizza.
Are you taking that back to the East Coast? Like, dude, you guys got to put Al Pastor
Yes.
on a pizza somewhere.
I know. I love Al Pastor tacos. It's my go-to. So when I saw the pizza, I was actually shocked. But
Yeah.
it's one of the best things I've ever had. So
Yeah, it's really good.
Rafa's a genius. Says it kills two cravings at one time. You get the taco and pizza craving out of the way,
All in one shot.
all in one shot. So that's
They should put me on a commercial. Or not, whatever.
Or not.
We're good.
Isn't this one big commercial for
That-
Julio's
this is
Pizza?
true. This is a
Yes.
huge commercial.
Yes,
They get a commercial every other week.
Yes,
Yeah.
so Julio's, thank you to Julio's. We had it delivered again. Ordered extra crispy.
They didn't steal them this time.
They didn't steal them this time.
This time they
yes,
didn't.
yes.
Last time they stole them.
But they stole our.
There was a
Al
couple
Pastor.
eating Al Pastor pizza on the 605.
They're like, damn, this is good. You think they were watching the podcast as they're eating? Yes.
and you fired them?
I did fire them.
They're like, hey, they're talking about me. That's crazy.
Speaking of your fired, this is our first segment of the show, sponsored by Julio's Pizza, best thin crust pizza in the country, right there in Cerritos, Pioneer Boulevard. Let's get into your fired. It's a mythological firing, of course. We don't have the power to fire everybody, but dude, if I did,
Yeah, there'd be a lot of motherfuckers fired.
Yes, yes.
10 times. Anthony Davis, we fired him like a million times.
yes.
And the dude just got paid again.
dude.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Someone said, somebody in our group chat said, he promised he won't get hurt for 3 years.
I said that. I said,
Oh, that was you?
He promised Palenga that he will try not to get hurt for 3 years. Everyone knows if you try, it's okay.
Yeah, that's true. The Angels are doing it.
Yeah, just like
He pinky promised, then he signed the contract.
After he broke his pinky.
62 million a year. 62 million a year.
That'll be his extension, right? So he doesn't make that this year.
My goodness.
Still a lot of dollars, man. A
So
lot of dollars.
if you want to fire someone out there in YouTube land, go ahead and tell us who you want to fire. Your boss, your kid, your wife,
The Dodgers.
your social media manager with his sunglasses on over here.
Can you fucking see? You
Oh, I can see. I'm
Yeah.
trying to
look
look
like
up,
Ray Charles over there.
I'm trying to look up. Who am I going to fire right now?
Well, who
Oh,
wants
is
to
that
start?
you? I'll go.
Let's go, Papa.
I'll go. I don't know who yours is, but I'm gonna fire the NBA Players Association.
Okay.
So they came out and they're protesting. They're upset because the Orlando Magic ownership donated $50,000 to a certain Republican candidate. So the governor of Florida, DeSantis, they donated 50 grand. And like you said,
It's like $5.
well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business who
It's
they
not their
donate
money.
to.
Yeah.
But the Players Association is getting involved because in reality, we know that the NBA is woke, and that is not woke. It's true. And I don't like to speak politics on this show. on this show, but it's all over ESPN. Larry Nance came out, and this and that and blah blah. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Don't worry about it. It's not your money.
It's not your money. So
just leave it alone.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have said shit when they donated to Biden and so on and so on and so on, because it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
To me, that is a personal issue. The owner, if you own something, you cannot tell people if they want to donate to this, if they want to donate to that. That's their business. And just stay the hell out of everyone's business.
That's it.
That's it. We would all be way
In-N-Out
nicer.
did the same shit a couple years ago. They were going to boycott it. The fucking lines got bigger.
Yes.
For In-N-Out?
Yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah.
got longer somehow.
No one's ever
That's
gonna boycott
because
In-N-Out.
they did the grilled onion on the top of it. That's why. Not because of donation.
He remembers the day.
Yes.
Yeah, 12, 20, 20.
I don't care. Freaking. I was gonna say something really bad.
Finish it?
No, I was gonna say In-N-Out could donate to the Nazi party, and I'll still be a fucking line right there.
Oh my god.
We could delete that.
Clip that.
No, don't. Do
that
not
shit.
clip that. Do not clip that.
That shit.
You know, yeah, Jameson just fucking ran through the door right there. Jameson, come back.
So that's who I'm firing.
That's a legit firing. Anyone else? I know CJ wants to fire. Go ahead, CJ. Give CJ the mic. He's always wants to fire somebody.
I want to fire the commissioner of the Pac-4 because it's not the Pac-12 anymore. Oregon and Washington just announced they're going to the Big Ten. Arizona State just announced they're going to the Big 12. So he ruined what, in my heart, is the best conference in the country. So.
Oh God, that's fucking.
But here's the thing.
reach
Here's the
as
thing,
shit.
CJ. Here's the thing. They already fired Larry Scott, the guy who was really responsible for this disaster. He's the one who didn't get the media deal done right. And he said, "Just wait, I'll get it right in 2023." Meanwhile, Purdue's getting $70 million, and SC, UCLA, all these schools are getting $20 to $30 million. I don't blame SC and UCLA for leaving, but like CJ, I'm the same way. Born and bred, Pac-10 guy. It's heartbreaking. But here's the thing. This dude also needs to be fired. The new guy is talking about doing an Apple TV deal. Are you effing kidding me?
His name is George Cleopas.
Like, I couldn't get the Pac-12 network. No one gets Apple TV. Well, I mean,
I got it.
I don't have it.
I paid the $39 to watch Messi the other night.
I mean,
It was well worth it, believe me. Oh, those $39, probably best investment I've ever made. 100%. Best investment.
Listen, but you are just cutting the heads off of anyone maybe 42 and up. My dad, I know Shanae's dad, every time the Dodgers are on Apple TV, they're bummed. They don't have it. You're really limiting viewership. And it's, I know everyone wants the younger demographic, right? But there's a shitload of baby boomers that haven't died yet. I mean, they're the big friggin' and they have Dodger fans, SC people.
Those are the most diehard. They got shit to do
Yes.
but watch the Dodgers, the Angels,
And
the
they're
Yankees,
not
whoever.
getting Apple TV.
Yeah, and they're not getting.
They're
They don't
not
even know how to
gonna do
order it.
Yeah. Listen, I stayed true and I didn't get the Pac-12 network. I mean, it bums me out, but I never got it. But that's a great firing.
And now because you not getting in and people like you, all the teams have left.
Yes.
I
have driven this.
killed the Pac-12,
Yes.
Edward.
Well, I don't use Amazon
Good
either.
firing.
Both commissioners. You're right.
I disagree with you that it was the best conference, though, and it's not even. These motherfuckers are not even close to being good.
Listen.
It's not even close to being good.
Right now, Pac-12,
What are we doing?
5 in the top 25.
Oh, the season hasn't started.
5 in the top 25.
How many playoffs have they gone to? Quick, just off the top of your head. How many playoffs?
We almost made it last year.
Almost made it. Almost made it. Them motherfuckers got third place prizes. Here's a ribbon, guys, for almost making the
East
playoffs.
Coast. They're trying, Rafa. They're trying.
No, they're not. That's the thing. They're not. There's like Cal, Stanford. Them motherfuckers stop trying.
Dude,
Stop.
Listen, it's a tragedy. It really is a tragedy. It really
I think it
is.
sucks, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. Jay Bird, are you ready to fire somebody?
I am, and it might get political. I'm gonna keep it short.
wow.
I'm gonna keep it short.
Man, Jay.
No, just because what I saw.
We're on the wrong show.
No, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know if you guys heard this, but the Sound of Freedom movie. One of the funders.
I know what you're talking about.
One of the funders. It even has his name in the credits. Him and his family was arrested for a child kidnapping.
Wow,
So
are you
it's like-
kidding?
yeah, so that's giving that whole movement in that movie a little speed bump that that already had. So
Jay, we fired him like 3 weeks ago. You weren't here.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Well,
CJ.
No, but it wasn't for this exact reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason it was.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes.
When?
CJ did also say, I don't want to get political, but then
good
got
shit.
political. Yes.
Good shit, Jay. That was good. I'm not being sarcastic.
You can't say that after what you just said.
Good shit, Jay. What did I
Good
say?
shit, Jay. Oh, but we fired him 3 weeks ago.
I
said
said
that.
that.
Don't pin that shit on me, Ricky Bobby.
Say good shit.
Yeah, so he's being sarcastic. He doesn't mean it.
No, I said good fucking firing,
Oh, the
Jay.
glass coming off.
Oh, the glasses are coming off.
He can hear better now.
Yeah,
Not that his sunglasses are off.
Yeah.
Jay.
That's a good firing. I'm fucking looking right at your eyes. You couldn't see me because you're over there wandering around looking like fucking Ray Charles. Woo. Fuck.
Stevie Wonder.
Who else? Anyone? And Jameson, have you thought about firing somebody?
Sean Payton.
Sean, that's a great firing.
That's a great firing.
That's pretty great.
Just after his comments, he hasn't really done much in Denver yet to earn the right to say that.
Thank you.
And Rafa has a whole theory that he didn't do much in New Orleans too.
Oh, 100%. I fucking pulled out the stats. I'm not even. We're not even gonna get into it. Mike McCarthy Jr.
Listen, I do have a theory, and I have heard a theory about this because it seems like I would consider Sean Payton to be a intelligent human being, and this was like really childish and stupid. Like, why would you do this, especially in that community? Coaches know, like, coaches get hired to get fired, especially in college. It doesn't matter. No one stays at one place forever. It just doesn't happen unless Joe Paterno. Look what happened to that dude. Whoa. So the theory is this, is that he came out and said some stupid ass shit to take some pressure off of Russell Wilson. And now when
You think that?
when he said it, I was like, maybe that's what it is. I'm hoping that's what it is because it was so stupid.
I don't think that's
to
what
come
it is.
out.
I think he's an asshole. He's actually an asshole. And if you watch that movie that they redid on him where Kevin James plays Sean Payton, by the way, pretty good film. Not gonna lie. The guy's a dick.
Really?
The guy's a dick. You never seen the film?
No. What
Can
is
you
it?
stay awake through it? It's
No,
on
no.
Netflix.
No, he'll definitely fall asleep.
It's about him when he leaves. It's when he leaves the Saints.
Yeah.
And he goes and coaches.
How did I not hear about this?
He coaches
Because
like kids.
That
Yeah,
year-
he coaches kids
yeah.
and he starts running this weird offense with these little kids. It's his son's team. The guy's a dick.
And Kevin James is playing Sean Payton?
Yeah. Kevin James. Yeah.
Hell?
Yeah. I'm Kevin James, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're
No.
thinking?
No, I've been.
He is
called,
Kevin James.
Yes,
He is.
yes,
Yeah.
I've been called Kevin James.
King of Queens.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, for sure. No, I've never even fucking heard about this whole
What?
thing. Yeah,
Wow.
that's weird.
Yeah, you're going to
I
watch
don't have
that.
Netflix either.
You do.
Or Apple TV.
Makes sense.
You do. He does.
I do.
He does.
I have everything. I even have Apple
Good
TV.
firing, though. I
just
hate Sean
Yeah,
Payton.
that's a great firing,
And to
Jameson.
go back to your theory, Russell Wilson kind of did that to himself last year. They were saying that he has his own office in the
Two
Yeah,
parking spaces.
Exactly. So he kind of made it about him, when he went to the Broncos. So I feel like that's kind of on him not being a team player, kind of making it about himself. So
Dude.
Yeah, what a take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't feed off of his shit.
Because it's true. I wish Michael Brown was here to hear it.
Oh, Michael Brown's listening.
I hope he is. Hi, Michael Brown. Did you hear that?
Hi,
Hit
Michael
me up.
Brown. Yeah, hi, Gucci.
It's our
Listen,
number one fan.
Dude, if I don't get my shit together, Jameson's going to take my spot. Yeah. No, that's a great firing. And I agree 100% about that, Russell. You still think Russell can be salvaged? You
I
think,
do, I
you,
do.
You think that it was a coaching thing?
I can't wait.
I believe in
I
in
can't
Russell.
unsee what I saw last year. It was
I
so
can.
No one can.
atrocious.
Hey, he was terrible,
It
but
was atrocious.
May I ask, what would redeem him? Like a mediocre year? Because he played so bad last year.
dude,
is-
25 touchdowns and 10 or 12 interceptions, everyone will forget about it.
Well, you remember that whole thing that this dude had a
Forget
whole,
about it.
This dude had a whole a web page or Instagram account that it was about Russell had 11 bathrooms, and he
Yes.
talked about
That
more
was
touchdowns.
hilarious.
He ever get 11 touchdowns?
Yeah, I think he got.
I think he had
matched it.
he matched it probably.
Wow.
Yeah, he might have had one
Something
or
like
two
that.
over.
Yeah, no, that's going to be
I
interesting.
think he's going to be pretty good this year.
Cowherd again. Cowherd is another Denver homer. Like, he just loves Denver every year. Yeah, so that's a great firing. Am I next?
I think Eddie Money had one.
Eddie
Money
Money. No, go ahead, Eddie Money. Go ahead. Fire. Go
I like
fire
his.
away.
I like his.
I switched it last second.
Oh, shit.
I found something a little more funny. So Lizzo is firing
God.
her backup
Oh.
dancers.
Okay, is this an onion thing? This cannot be
is fucking
real.
hilarious.
Oh, it's real as shit.
Well, let's talk. First of all, let the people know what you're talking about.
So Lizzo has been accused of firing her backup dancers for getting too big and eating too much.
Okay, so I didn't hear that.
You want to explain it more, Jay?
yeah, you're the social media whore.
That's true. Well, I have
Social
to be.
media
I have to be.
manager. Manager.
Yeah. No, but okay. Let's hear
Manager
it.
with the W.
Let's hear it.
So Lizzo's known for like, oh my God, you know,
I'm not big.
body positivity.
Yeah.
I'm not fat.
Yeah.
Don't call me fat. I'm
No,
healthy.
no,
all this
just
stuff.
huge.
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 Me and her both. Me and her both.
So this thing came out of
need
her.
to
A
unlisten.
couple backup dancers were accusing her of saying they're getting too big. Saying her backup dancers are getting too big. A couple of other things like making them go to
That's what I heard.
sexual
Okay, so I
parties
heard
and stuff like
another
Yeah,
that.
the sexual party story.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that either. I heard some crazy bullshit. It's not even worth repeating, but it was about her backup dancers. Obviously, it was a joke. It had to be. It was so ridiculous. But this is just
It wasn't a
don't know,
joke.
maybe- I don't know.
It wasn't a joke.
No, what I heard was
Okay.
some stupid ass shit.
Say it.
I heard that she made her dancers eat babies and all kinds of
No, not
Did you
babies.
see that
I don't know.
stupid
I
shit?
didn't know.
It was so
No, not
stupid.
baby.
You're such a social media whore. for
Yeah.
that.
No, that's why I didn't want to say it. It was that
God.
stupid.
No,
God,
so
what
go.
the fucking conspiracy theories
So
over
Take the
there?
lead.
So go ahead,
Yeah,
anybody.
I thought that was funny. Like just because so ironic and like the memes coming out of it, hilarious.
Just can't be
Like-
true. It just cannot be true.
It's 100%
I
true.
could definitely see it being true.
No, so people on the internet, obviously, they did their investigating. They saw a clip from like 2019 or something like that, a couple years back, where she was on this show saying, "Yeah, we went to that party last night where those same sexual acts that they're accusing of her of making them do." She was talking about it, hyping it up, and being, you know,
It's true, Edward.
So
it's
I
true.
don't listen. There's so much just false bullshit out there. So, can I fire? I have a couple firings.
Damn.
First
Fire
off,
away.
Fire
you
away.
boss.
First off, this just popped into my head because I didn't know this. But Paul Gutierrez, who is a beat writer, no, not Paul Gutierrez.
Israel?
No, the other guy. He used to be with the Rams. He has a
Oh, I don't know. None of
Vinny
those.
Bonsignor. Vinny Bonsignor. He's a head dude, media guy for the Raiders. You know the story about Max Crosby and Garoppolo going at each other.
Yeah.
And then the coach making him run a lap, and they were doing this. And then, so everyone ran with that story and how Garoppolo's a dog, and he was talking shit to Crosby, and Crosby was talking shit to him. It's all bullshit. It's not true. It's not true.
nothing was.
No, what happened was Max Crosby jumped off sides and he had to go run a fucking lap. And I read a story on social media. I don't know how it popped up, but it was a story from Denver Broncos media saying,
Instigators.
yes, saying, I hope the season ends like that. The Raiders are a shit show. And then tells the whole story about how Max Crosby almost kicked Garoppolo's ass. It's all bullshit. Just like this Lizzo story has to be bullshit. Everyone is just...
The Lizzo story.
I think
The Lizzo story is, baby, it's real. It's real,
No way.
bro.
I just don't
Okay, we're
choose
going to
do
pretend
that.
it's not real.
Yeah.
But moving on to something that is real.
Well, moving on to something that is real, who I really want to fire, and I want to fire this kid. His name is, what's his
Aaron
name?
Golem.
Yes. What is it again?
Aaron Golem.
Backup kicker for the University of
Aaron Blom, sorry.
backup kicker from the University of Iowa, who placed like 12 bets up to or $4,200, and placed a bet on an under on his own team against Iowa State.
It's a good bet.
What
It did cash.
what
It's a
app?
100% good bet.
What app?
But here's the thing: think about this. Okay, 12 bets, $4,800. What did he put? $200 on it. It's just you've worked your whole like adolescent years to get a scholarship or even to get on a prestigious team like Iowa, and then you place bets on your own team. To me, it's just idiotic. I'm sorry, you at this point, if you're 18-year-olds should know, wrong from right. And that's just idiotic. And you need to be fired. You need to be kicked off the team. And if you're going to cheat or place a bet, I mean, do it for 40 grand, not freaking $40.
$100.
I mean, it's egregious. It's idiotic that he needs to be fired. And with that being said, let's get into this whole freaking gambling thing in college.
What's going on in Iowa?
Yeah, John.
I know, right?
What the heck is happening, John? You got to control your
Yeah,
state.
John, what the fuck? Say something.
I can't control that, man.
You look dumbfounded. You're like,
I mean, honestly, I was kind of surprised too. I mean, like, I wouldn't bet on my school. I mean,
well, nobody should ever bet on any sport they're playing on.
well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Unless you're on the golf course. But other than that, seriously, if you're on the golf
dead
course,
serious.
you're betting with someone, that's fine. Right? You go on the golf course with your buddy or whatever. But if you're actually playing in a professional sport where there's gambling, how fucking stupid can you be?
But
Did Pete Rose not show you anything?
Yeah.
But these are the people that are just getting caught. Imagine the people that haven't.
Well, that brings me to my next point. This is a slippery slope that the media is going down. If they really want to look into this shit, it's in every program. There's kids on every freaking team. There are 90 to 100 kids in these programs. Some of them know they are never going to smell the field. A lot of them. So what they do, they go to practice, they fuck around. Let's do this, let's do that. They know they're never going to see the field. This is a backup kicker. Who knows if he even had a scholarship? The media needs to back the fuck off. They're trying to do the shock and awe shit. Listen, the gambling thing is already out of the bag. The cat is out of the bag. You cannot put the Pandora's box has been open. You cannot close this back up. There's gambling. Europe has been doing it for 20 fucking years. And now the United States are finally open to it. And there's, of course, some rules. Eddie Money, what are the NCAA rules that we're talking about? They're not very stringent. I mean, they're just common sense, really.
Yeah, so athletes, coaches, and staff are prohibited from betting on anything NCAA related. Basically,
It doesn't matter.
So he can fire off on NFL games, no problem.
No, you can't bet on those either.
If you're an NCAA athlete,
Betting by any athlete, regardless of their sport, on NFL, NBA, NHL, or MLB would be a violation as would wagering on college competitions. And then if you're underage betting, it can turn into criminal charges.
Wow.
that's not what I heard. I heard that you can gamble. So they're saying you can't gamble. If you're
Yeah, you can't gamble, period.
Yeah,
Period.
It says,
Go play blackjack.
You can't bet on amateur, collegiate, or professional sports.
I would love. I've heard different. To me, that doesn't make a lot of sense. That's like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If you're playing basketball, why can't you not on your own university, or you shouldn't bet on college? Period. Maybe because you might have a buddy that you room with on the
Yeah.
basketball team. You should be able to bet pro.
You shouldn't because, and I'll tell you why. Let's say, like these turds from Iowa who got caught, right? Let's say there's somebody on their team or somebody that was on their team that's now playing for the Chiefs or for whoever.
Yeah.
And he calls them and he says, hey, fucking Panero Johnson, who loves to fire, obviously, $45,000 he wagered.
God, what a
1,283 bets. What a degenerate. But anyways, let's say he gets
My
a call
man.
and he says, hey, you know what? Patrick Mahomes feels like crap tonight because he's got diarrhea and blah, blah, and they're playing the Raiders. Take the Raiders plus 32 because we know it's going to happen. That's 32. That's a fucked up line, but the Raiders are so bad it could be eventually one day. But no, I don't think any college athlete should be able to gamble, period.
Yeah, that was my thinking too, that they have connections at different levels.
Yeah, if
That makes sense.
If you're you're a sophomore and you're seniors and you're tight, one of them was your roommate, he's linebacker on the Eagles, on any professional team, they can give you information.
Listen, we have a bunch of D1 and athletes here. Did they do a conference with you guys? Did they sit you guys down and say absolutely zero gambling? Okay.
It's like basic, right?
It's every
So then
it's compliance.
you should be fired then. 100% should
Yeah,
be
for
fucking
sure.
fired. I just hope that they back off because they're going to try to blow this thing up. Gambling is the little dirty secret that's been going on for fucking 200 fucking years.
Yep.
I mean, it goes back to Rome and the fucking gladiators, right? It's going to happen. People are going to do it. There has to be rules and regulations. But if you keep digging, you're not going to like what you find. So
And the NFL athletes will start coming out even more and more and more and more.
yeah, if Panero Johnson is betting 42 grand,
Yeah, what was Calvin Ridley betting?
No, yeah, or athletes at USC, big time schools. I mean,
What do you mean? Why
Why
are you
is it just
implying
Iowa?
USC? Because Iowa's the only motherfucker that got caught.
that's what I'm saying. Why is it just Iowa right now?
Because that's
And you just said I'm going on to your
'Cause
point.
that's
It's a slippery
where the
slope
source-
because
that's
you're
their
gonna start
source.
there. You're
Yeah.
gonna start there, and you're gonna
They didn't start there. That's where the source came from. That's where they
came from. Start.
Yeah, no, but that's it. There's no that dude only has access to Iowa. That guy's not going anywhere.
Thank you,
else.
Luke.
Go fuck yourself. You're not going to catch anyone else until someone from here whistleblower.
But that's what he said. The slippery slope is gonna be. This is just the crumbs right now.
USC's never getting caught. They don't ever get caught.
who?
SE.
Oh my God.
We gotta move on. from
Yeah,
this.
let's move on from this.
Anyways,
Listen,
global warming.
it's a ugly situation. I hope it goes away. You guys, obviously, you guys get informed about it. Don't do it. It's stupid. And we talked about it earlier. It's probably the third string guy who's trying to get the second string guy, tells the assistant coach, hey, this guy's gambling. He told me like so he can get up to fucking
So you can move up the ladder.
Man,
You guys know how the depth chart is, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very.
They got the kicker. Who's the third kicker?
Well, you know
the
what's-
fucking ninth wide receiver.
Crazy that the starting quarterback for Iowa State got caught. Hunter Deckers, he got caught.
starting quarterback.
Yeah.
The tackle.
I mean, I wouldn't say he wasn't betting a crazy amount. Only 2,800
For 366 bets,
which is
Bro,
like
it's
$10.
$5 a unit.
But there was a video that came out. He can't make bets like regardless. So he's at a bar with some girl, and the girl is recording her, recording him, and he's like, "I'll bet you $500 that you guys win like tomorrow or like the next week."
So he got
and then
set up
they
like that?
shook hands, and then like as the video's ending, he's like, you can say that, but you can't post that because that's really illegal."
Wow.
Oh,
man.
bye-bye.
Listen, that's why, the 10 biggest partying schools, everyone thought it was Arizona State, Florida. But I saw a study that a lot of it's in the Big Ten where you can't do shit. Like in Wisconsin, Iowa. It's places where
Minnesota.
and drinking short pap. But people drink like fucking crazy over there because there's nothing to do.
And that turns to gambling?
No, it turns to just depression. It turns to a bunch of bad shit. So that's that. That's the gambling bullshit.
Kick them all out. Fuck them.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow! Look at over here, Terminator.
especially the basketball player, because man, he put up some numbers.
Which one? The basketball player?
Yeah, Rome Ulis, the basketball player from 2020 to 2023, and then he just transferred to Nebraska.
Oh, I saw that.
So
Another Iowa kid.
Yeah, so he totaled 35,000 in bets, 1,850 wagers in total, and he placed over 430 bets on NCAA sports.
Wow.
That's just crazy.
Did he win?
man.
Who knows?
That's
Yeah,
what we got to
man.
find out. Was the information even fucking good?
Yeah. Does he have a sports betting podcast?
Look, Panero Johnson, the wrestler, 45,000.
That was crazy.
Dude,
1,200
and
bets.
Panero is a stud freaking wrestler. They're talking about him losing eligibility forever. I heard another story from someone way on the inside that it's completely false, that it's all lies, that he will not be penalized at all.
I don't know.
So there's
Those are some pretty good numbers.
Dude,
That's-
yeah.
45 grand.
25
Yeah.
Iowa
Yeah.
Iowa sporting events.
Iowa State sporting events.
Dude, that's
25.
crazy.
Yeah, and most of them are getting caught because so I was reading it, and it's mostly on like DraftKings and FanDuel, and obviously they have your location. So when you place your bet, it's pinged, and they'll look at where the location is, and it's obviously areas prohibited to the public. So only where
Locker
athletes
rooms.
can be. You got to have a key fob to get in there. You got to have some sort of.
Wow.
sort of power.
So does DraftKings notify that, or how does
Yeah,
that?
who's
I don't think it notifies it, but like your notification, like they have your location every time you place a bet.
So I'm wondering how the process is of being caught. Like,
So one dude in Iowa
Yeah, okay.
figured this whole fucking thing out.
Yeah.
so, but wouldn't you? Like,
and I'm sure he's never placed a bet in his life.
Degenerate. He probably
Freaking
owed.
jackass.
He probably
Yeah.
owed.
Yeah.
He's like, listen. He probably got caught. That's probably what it was. I said,
Yeah,
listen, I
probably.
got dudes.
Yeah.
I got to roll
like he
over.
does it. He does it too. So
He does it too.
Well, listen, let's put that in the rear view window. I think it's an ugly story. I hope people get their shit together, but you got to be smarter than that. You've worked your whole life, and
to get to that
point and to blow it on a $20 bet doesn't seem very smart, bright, intelligent. All those freaking words, all this stuff that I'm not. So let's get into our favorite segment, right? Most popular. Is the camera okay, Eddie? The sun is right in the freaking camera. How's it look?
There's a glare on it right
Yeah, let's CJ, can you close that curtain right there? But let's get into our favorite segment, right? Finally, yesterday there will be no more football-less weeks after today. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Very excited about it. But it's football season.
Yeah.
Let's get into our NFL.
Did you watch the game last night?
Of course, I watched every freaking snap.
Oh,
I always do.
I didn't watch not 1 second.
Yes, I watched every snap. DTR was amazing. But who's our sponsor other than CustomCars.com? Custom with the K, Cars with the Z. If you guys haven't checked out that website yet, go check it out. If you're in the market for aftermarket vehicle, raised, lowered, hydraulics, 24s, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. He has it all. And they're an amazing sponsor to us. We want to give a big shout out to Custom Cars, Custom with the K, Cars with the Z. But let's get right into it, Eddie Money. What's our first topic into NFL?
So if you guys want, do you guys want to recap the Hall of Fame game quick or no? Up to you.
No, we can do the top 5.
All right. So this week we got top 5 linebackers.
This one's good.
Oh man, there's so many. So if you guys don't know, we've been doing a countdown. We did all of offense except quarterbacks, top 5. A lot of people call us idiots and all that good stuff.
You guys don't know ball.
Yeah, we don't know ball. We know tacos, everything.
We know tacos and pizza.
Yes,
for sure.
That's how good we are. But we started on defense. We started with safeties, cornerbacks, and now we are going to the next level. Probably the meanest dudes on the football field, which is linebackers. And we're going top 5 linebackers, and there's a ton to choose from. Who wants to start off with their top 5 linebackers?
Here, I'll go first. I'll give you mine, and then you'll do. And then, like Eddie says, I'll do the real list. So
right there, the real list. Yes.
So
yes. Here we go.
At number 5, I have Derek Thomas.
Ooh,
That's
Alabama.
my number 5, 6-time All-Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler. I think he's still the only player to ever record 7 sacks in a game.
I wonder against what team. I wonder if I don't have nightmares about it. Yeah.
So my number 4 linebacker is Junior Seau.
Ooh, 55, the OG 55.
The OG 55, 10-time All-Pro.
Oceanside, California. Shout out to Junior, the late
He was
great.
also a 12-time Pro Bowler and 1992 Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
Number 3, Dick Butkus.
Really?
You have to have him. He played 8 seasons and
I
8
don't
time
have to.
All-Pro.
I don't.
I think you do. I'm sorry. 8-time All-Pro. He played 8 years.
Damn.
There's yes. So number 2, Ray Lewis.
Ray.
Ray Lewis, 10-time All-Pro, Super Bowl MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year 2 times.
Yeah.
And then number 1 should be everybody's number 1
The best defensive player of all time.
of all time.
Urlacher.
LT Lawrence, the real LT.
Yes.
Lawrence Taylor, 10-time All-Pro, 3 times Defensive Player of the Year,
Man.
and NFL MVP.
And a Tar Heel.
And a Tar Heel.
And a
Yes.
Tar Heel, man. Listen,
And a Tar Heel. But that's my number 1.
your list is good, but it's not right. It ain't right. And I'm going to break it down
Let's hear
right
it.
now. So it's very difficult. There's a ton. There is a ton. But I'm going to start off at number 5, and I'm also going to start out with the OG 55 from Oceanside, California. Rest in peace, Junior. Junior Seau, 55. I was heartbroken that he went to San Diego because I hate the Chargers. But, man, he was unbelievable. At number 4, Derek Thomas, University of Alabama, 7 sacks against the Raiders. How do you have 7 sacks? I don't know, but he did.
It's the Raiders.
Yeah, tragic accident, car accident, University of Alabama. We have a good friend. I talked to Mark McMillan last night. He was teammates with Derek, and they both played for the Chiefs as well. Shout out and rest in peace to Derek Thomas. This is where you fucked up, Papa. you have the wrong bear.
You put Mike Singletary?
Mike Singletary, the captain of the best defense of all time. Number 3, Mike Singletary. The eyes, you guys know him. He was incredible, and the reason why, because he was the backbone, the blood and guts of that 85 defense. I think even better than that was it 2001 Ravens defense. I forget what it was.
2000 Ravens.
Yeah, but 85 Bears. He was a captain. That's why I have Mike there. 2, Ray Lewis. 1, Lawrence Taylor. So that's where we differ. Who else wants to say something stupid? Because I'll go.
I already did that.
I know my number 5 is definitely not going to be liked by Rafa, but we'll see.
Oh God.
Oh, here comes some stupid
Here
ass
goes,
Raider.
Matt Millen.
Yeah.
So number 5, I got Ted Hendricks.
Oh, Raider.
Jesus Christ.
Raider, the stork. Yes.
What
I love
is a
it.
compliment? Feed me one.
First of all, he got a 4-time Super Bowl. 3, he got all 3 with the Raiders. He's
What
also
does
a
that
4-time
mean?
All-Pro and a Hall of Famer.
How many time All-Pro?
4.
I'm surprised you don't have Ken Norton Jr. on that list.
No.
He won more Super Bowls than that turd.
He didn't
No.
win all of the Raiders' Super Bowls, though.
Oh, my God.
Ted
Ken Norton
Hen-
Jr. has 4 Super Bowls.
Ted Hendricks was a thing,
He was also 6'7".
but
That's
What's that mean?
Peace.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Feet. It's a feat.
Yeah, that's a feat.
It's a feat.
Here we go.
Then I have Mike Singletary, Dick Butkus, Ray Lewis, and Lawrence Taylor.
Wow, the disrespect to
Yeah,
Junior
this-
Seau.
yes,
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Shouldn't have wore a Charger uniform.
Jeez.
Dude, the bias here is insane.
Okay. Who else? Who else wants to go? Anyone else? Jameson, do you have something in your head?
I have more of a present day list.
Let's do it. Let's do
right,
it.
so
active players, maybe.
Not active, but more of my era.
Okay.
Born in 2001, so I'm gonna go 5 Terrell Suggs,
Oh, that's a good one.
Arizona State.
4 Luke Kuechly.
Oh, dude, I just saw a video on him, Luke Kuechly,
Tackling machine.
but he knew every play. I
play.
just saw something.
IQ off the chart.
I
Dude.
saw that. I seen that.
More players need to watch film. Go ahead.
3 Brian Urlacher.
Urlacher.
There you go.
2 Ray Lewis, and then 1 Lawrence Taylor. You can't go.
Yeah. Urlacher, UNLV, strong safety from
New Mexico.
New Mexico State. Lobo, that's right. Urlacher.
Played safety in the beginning.
Yes. Yeah.
They got too
Not a bad
fat.
list, Jamie. Not disrespectable faux show.
Modern. I probably would have put Patrick Willis in there.
Patrick Willis. If you're going modern day,
I
yeah.
love Terrell Suggs though. By the
I'll
way,
tell you-
super nice guy. Saw him in Vegas. He hit like a bunch of money at the craps table. Gave everybody $100.
Big Vato though, right?
Oh, he's huge.
Big,
Yeah, he had the, you
huge.
know how big the craps table is. He had like the whole side.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was like in the center. He had the center and like a quarter of the sides. Like, bro, just yeah. The dice they gave him were like this big.
Bring out the giant dice. Terrell Suggs
The
is
rear
here.
view mirror dice.
Yes.
But no, Kuechly, it's funny you say that. I just watched the whole thing and because I watched NFL Network 24/7. And Kuechly, man, that maybe if his career kept on the way it was, maybe one of the best linebackers to ever play. That's how good he was from Boston College, dude. Just a stud and knew every play. Same like Mike Singletary, and Ray Lewis as well. Ray Lewis doesn't get credit for watching the film that he did. Ray Lewis knew every freaking play. And I mean, if you play middle
I love Ray
linebacker,
Lewis.
you're the quarterback of the defense, and you better know your shit. You better know everyone's assignment, and that's, the Raiders haven't, I hate to bring everything, but the Raiders haven't had a good middle linebacker in forever.
Like ever.
Bill,
Like
Bill-
ever,
Millen.
ever.
since Bill Romanowski.
Oh my God, he was
outside linebacker, but Matt Millen, yes. Who else wants to step up to the plate? Look at
Let's
here we
hear
go.
it.
Luke.
There you go, Luke.
All right, so I got like currently, not
Okay.
of all time. But first off, no, fuck, goddamn, I forgot his name. Jack Lambert on any of your
No,
lists?
no,
No.
no. His defense
Oh my
was
Great
God.
good.
defense.
Oh my
Great
God.
defense.
Hey, but all right, so top 5 currently right now. I got to give number 5. I'm gonna go Bobby Wagner. Just
Bobby.
tank.
Bobby's great.
Number 4, Levante David. Just if you watch him, he quarterbacks that entire Tampa Bay
Tampa Bay.
defense.
Yep.
Number 3, when healthy, Shaq Leonard on the Colts. makes that defense
Oh,
click.
dude, they missed him so bad last year. Turnover monster.
He's everywhere.
Yeah,
he is everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw Micah Parsons into this list. I know he's typically off the ball, but
Listen, LT.
he can go anywhere.
Yeah, that's LT and Derek Thomas. They were outside line. Micah Parsons is a linebacker, 100%. 100%.
Oh, I love Micah.
Yes.
And then number 2, I got Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton.
From the famous Boltons group.
The Chiefs.
From the Chiefs.
Okay.
He was
He's
the
just
7th
recent,
round
yes.
pick, I believe, a couple years ago.
Yep.
He's blown up in the NFL.
Yeah,
He's a dog.
He is a dog. He's another one that's all over the field. And no, now I know what you're talking about. Missouri linebacker.
Believe so. I
yeah,
believe so.
But a late round pick, and he's
The Chiefs been doing that forever now.
yeah,
Late round
and
picks
he's
everywhere.
only been a stud.
Chiefs are
As soon
amazing.
as he saw the field, he was a difference maker.
And then number 1 easily, Fred Warner. I mean, he's the best inside linebacker in the league.
No
right now.
doubt.
And I hate the 49ers.
I do too,
I hate
yeah.
Che, but like
I hear
it's
yeah.
Don't we
just
all?
it's Fred Warner's the best. You
I
can't
love
doubt
Micah.
it.
I think he's the best defensive player in the league right now. My
Yeah.
opinion.
All right. Anyone else? That's Cap. See, people don't understand that they see us and like, who are these old fucks? But everyone else here
It's
is
young as fuck.
young, and
Like none of the he just turned 21. He's not 21. Are you 21?
22 just turned.
22.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You 21 already? And Boomer's 27.
Yeah, Boomer only dates 27-year-olds. He's 28, so it's not a big deal.
High five.
So how was his game last night?
Listen, it was football. It was football, and I'll take football over anything every day of the week. I was excited to see DTR, and DTR did not disappoint. Mund, he disappointed like Zimmerman. I don't know if you guys saw the quote, but Mund went to the Vikings first, and someone asked him a question like, "Are you excited to see Kelly Mund?" He's like, "No, I saw him every day. Definitely don't want to see it." Like totally dogged him, and he's just not that guy. But Zach Wilson, I mean, although he had a couple bad throws, he had a great downfield throw. He's not Aaron Rodgers yet.
Although
will be.
That play was called by Aaron Rodgers, apparently.
Well, really?
2 years, Zach Wilson's gonna be a stud.
Man. Rafa,
Book it.
yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
you'll see. Jordan Love's gonna surprise you this year too.
But there was also some guys, we were just talking about it. Will McDonald was on the field last night. I love to watch all these guys. I love high school football. I'm a big high school football guy. I follow them, and I like to see the progression. I like to see look at that. Taylor Mays is playing baseball today. But I love to see these guys and how they're going to pan out. It was football. It was great. I watched literally every down.
I believe
freaking
it.
down. And,
Little too early for me to watch.
well,
I
Yeah.
just forgot it, to be honest.
I've been dying for football. And I'm a college football guy, so I cannot wait to see this season kick off.
There's no games this weekend, right?
No,
next weekend.
No. It's not even next weekend, I don't think.
Although, what is next week? It's Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks, baby. Live and uncut. But that was that game. DTR, they were down the whole time. DTR made some beautiful plays with his arm and his legs.
That's a
And
perfect job for him.
It is,
Backing
man.
up Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, he's gonna take that spot. He looked different on the field. His athleticism stands out, man. Like,
Logan said the other day how good he was.
yeah, like when
Overall
guys,
practice
when
and
guys just sprint to the sideline to get out. Well, he's like, wait, I'm faster than anyone. He stopped and then ran another 20 yards. Like, I don't have to go out of bounds. I'm faster than everybody. But he also had some nice throws. He had some nice throws, and
I'm happy for him. Good for him.
Yeah. I mean, he only played 16 years for UCLA, so. And, I'm usually not a Bishop Gorman guy. Yeah, Bishop Gorman ranked second in the nation.
Oh, wow. The Bosco fucking fan. Bullshit.
Come on, yeah.
Can you guys not be biased about one thing? Jesus Christ.
Bishop Gorman is not the number 2 team in the country. Speaking of Bishop Gorman, Bubba, the safety, that Bubba Bolden had a pick. See, like no one knows these guys. Bubba Bolden had the pick of the very last play, and Shanae's watching. I'm like, Bubba Bolden. She's like, who's that? I'm
Starts
like,
blurting shit out.
Bishop Gorman, Miami safety. Like I've been watching that kid, and no one's watching that, but I'm fired up for him. It's plays like that, and kids like that who went to Miami, and you're like, hell yeah. I hope he makes the freaking squad. But I think Bubba, he was like a 5th or 6th round pick. He wasn't, too late. He should make the team. Yeah. Oh, dude, I was at those games. Oh, not very good when Bishop Gorman put it on
Bosco.
Yeah. Tate Martell. Couldn't stop that, Vato.
He also couldn't stop.
Whoa, hey.
this
We are a sister-free, politics and sister-free show.
Yes,
we don't
for
talk
sure.
about sisters or politics,
No.
Luke.
Or Giselle Bundchen.
Yes.
Everything else is fair game.
Everything else is fair game.
Everything
Yes. So that was the roundup of that game last night. I believe tomorrow or Sunday is one of my days where I'm allowed to cry like a baby.
Oh, Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame speeches. I literally cry for 4 hours. It is what it is, man. I love to do it, except for Tony Gonzalez's speech. Worst speech I've ever heard in my life.
I feel like Zach Thomas is going to give a really good speech.
Oh, dude. Saw a great stat. Zach Thomas, one of 3 linebackers. Let's see if you can name them. One of 3 linebackers under 6 foot to be in the Hall of Fame. Let's see who else other than Zach Thomas can you name.
Nobody.
Really? Sam Mills, 5'9".
Sam Mills in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, dude. F yeah. And now the third one just left my mind like a fart in the wind.
I don't know.
God.
That's a hard stat. That's a hard stat.
It's not Teddy Bruschi because Teddy Bruschi's not in there yet. But
Yeah, never will be.
5'11", and then they said it on the show on the game last night, and Zach Thomas didn't even know about it. But 3 linebackers.
Conti.
Nick Buonacani, Miami Dolphins. That's what it is.
Nobody knows who they are.
Oh, dude, Nick Buonacani. He was NFL HBO. He was one of the original hosts.
Maybe if I see him, I'll know who it is.
He had a whole. Nick Buonacani is an iconic media guy, football guy, Miami Dolphins. They did a whole 2-hour thing on HBO about. He has
Sounds like the Major D at
Nick at
Italian restaurant.
I was at Carbone.
The other guy is Sam Mills.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, he named Sam Mills.
okay.
5'9", dude. 5'9", and if you really know linebackers, the New Orleans Saints in 90s, they had 4 of the best linebackers to ever play the game.
Well, speaking of the New Orleans Saints, Alvin Kamara is suspended 3 games by the NFL for his incident in Las Vegas, during the 2022 Pro Bowl.
That
What a
finally
dumbass.
What did he do?
that finally came down. So he was in Vegas, came out of the club, and got in a huge brawl on camera. I mean, it happened like almost a year and a half ago. He
2022 Pro Bowl, right?
Yeah, he skated this whole time, and finally today they came out with and it's not too bad. I mean, it looked really bad.
Is Carr going to miss him?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 100%.
I think I'm with Rafa on this one.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. You don't think he's gonna miss Alvin Kamara?
He will. Well,
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's like
We'll
saying, is Brock Purdy gonna miss CMC? Of
That's
course
not
he
the
is.
same
not the
fucking
same.
thing.
100%. Alvin
No.
Kamara. At one point,
same. No, not same.
At one
No.
point, Alvin Kamara is like 35% of that offense. With
I think I would say a little more.
with Drew Brees, with the better
Yes,
quarterback.
We'll
I
see.
mean, Alvin Kamara was a
We'll see.
fantasy savant.
I don't think Derek Carr is going to miss him.
Oh, yes, that's insane.
I'm excited for this fucking Derek Carr.
Me too.
Oh man,
I might watch more Derek Saints games than Raider games this season.
Oh, that'd be stupid. That'd be
let's go to the next story, which we're all gonna have strong opinions on.
the Jonathan Taylor
Jonathan
deal?
Taylor, yeah. So Jonathan Taylor is requesting he requested a trade first, and then Jim Irsay came out a couple hours later and was like, "Yeah, you're not going anywhere," basically, because
Yeah.
he's looking for a contract. He's in the last year of his rookie contract. He's looking to get paid a little more, and it's not happening.
Well, listen, we talk about it every week, and I heard Jonathan Taylor, 2 years ago was the best back in the NFL.
Yep. Leading rusher, yep.
Leading rusher, insanely talented, was a huge part of that offense, right? Huge. And I heard he wanted up to $16 million. It's just not going to happen.
Wow.
Come on, dummy.
Come on, man. It just ain't going to happen. And then, Irsay went on this drunken rant, which if you heard Irsay talk, he always sounds like he's
always drunk.
He's always on a drunken rant. Supposedly he's sober because he was a big alcoholic and drug addict.
Okay. Yeah, he's still drunk.
But he's just done so much. He's just like always sounds that way now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's built in.
But he came out and said some really stupid comments about no one's going to remember Jonathan Taylor. No one's going to remember me. Like you're just a spoke in the, gave some really stupid comments. And then Colts came out and put him on the PUP list, right?
Yeah, they were considering putting him on the PUP list for a non-football injury for his back, and then Jonathan Taylor tweeted that his back is fine, he's fine, and he didn't end up being put on the PUP list.
And then they showed
running
him,
backs need
and
to
then
learn.
they showed him during practice, and he's walking around like me, like
all fucked up.
Yeah, like he couldn't even walk.
Really?
So
Really?
Oh, totally.
You could tell, it was like visually.
I didn't see it, but if you
yeah.
saw it?
If you see it,
Oh, this guy's out of his mind.
He could barely walk.
Then why would you even show up?
Well,
No. Why would you even ask for
Why?
a deal or
Well,
demand to be traded?
After that, I know, I get it,
but
but he said his back was fine, and then he shows up.
Yeah, all fucked up.
listen, someone's lying.
Yeah.
Or both are lying. That's obvious.
So he's walking around like the Gipper?
he could barely walk. Yes, like Frank.
So you
Gifford.
think he's lying about that?
Yeah, I do. I think he's lying about a back injury. He didn't.
You think he's pretending?
No. Jonathan Taylor came out and said, "I'm fine."
Oh, you think
he's
he's lying
that
about
he's
being
lying
fine?
He's
about
lying
being fine.
about being
Oh,
fine.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a whole nother thing. Listen, running backs are in a bad position. They're gonna have to do something like we talked about earlier.
Zero leverage, dude. Zero leverage. You are replaceable with the next dude. Every team literally shows you.
Yeah.
Every team shows you. Every single one.
Yeah.
Happened to everybody.
Yep.
So, sorry. Figure it out.
Sorry, not sorry.
Bye, hater. Everybody here would love to do any job for $4.3 million a year. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or,
So-
or 10.1.
Or 10.1 or 11 or 12 or whatever
Yeah.
it is that they're
Yeah.
making. That's it.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're making that money. Oh, they're getting hit left and right. This guy can't even walk. And he don't play football.
Yes, but the doctors just try to blame it on my football career. Are you fucking kidding me? I've been breaking concrete and cutting concrete for 25 years. I started as played both ways at Alamany, and it's a football injury. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I got.
Show me the stats.
Yeah, I had 9 carries one game. That's the highest I ever had.
Ursay probably wants to see how
With
the
Terry
offense.
Barnum.
I think Ursay wants to see how number one he comes out, how he works with Rich, how the offense is going to work, and if they're really going to need him. I don't think that he's going to get paid what he wants. Period. After the season, he can rush for 1,500 yards. That he's not getting it.
It's a tough pill to swallow for these running backs. I get it. We all have egos. And here's the thing. Let's transition into the next story, because the top 100 football players, they come out every year, right? And another running back, he got ranked 12th overall, 12th best player in the NFL.
That's stupid.
A certain running back. Why is that
voted
stupid?
by the
Why is
players.
this
Why
stupid?
is that? That's not stupid. Just because he's replaceable doesn't mean he's not the 12th best.
Yeah.
We're talking about Josh Jacobs here.
He's a better player than Devontae Adams?
Dude, he was really good.
I think
last
Adams
year.
was ranked a little higher.
As a receiver,
than-
Adams is 13th.
but as a receiver, you don't get the ball as much. You're not blocking. You're not staying in and picking up the defensive end or the linebacker blitzing in the A gap. You're more an integral part of the offense as a running back.
Who
because
makes this terrible list?
The players.
Players.
The players in
players.
the NFL.
Motherfuckers.
Those players.
These motherfuckers.
players.
These guys don't know shit. They should leave it up to us. The taco eating, pizza eating motherfuckers.
The 12th best player in the league is this guy. So Saquon's not. The list has. Do we have
Saquon's
the
in the top 10
He's,
because he hasn't been there.
He has, and
Yeah.
CMC, he's not on the list either.
I'm sure. That means he's top 10.
Like Josh Jacobs is
I don't know why you're complaining. The NFL players make this list.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Yeah, the NFL players have 3 Raiders in the top 17, and the fucking team is garbage.
All right, we have great talent, but we don't know what to do with it.
Garbage.
So
So you're blaming the coach?
So this
I
is
didn't
the
say that.
topics.
That's what you're saying.
So Rafa, this is what we wanted to get into. This is what we wanted to talk about. So the Raiders have 3 players inside the top 20. Max Crosby, who I can argue is better
a
than top
beast.
17.
yes.
Led the league in tackles for losses, 22. Okay, plays 90% of the snaps. That's unheard of as a defensive lineman. Unheard of. He doesn't come out of the game on 4th down. Think about those 4-minute drills, those 2-minute drills. Max Crosby is the best player on the Raiders, better than Devontae, better than Josh Jacobs. I would state that he deserves to be in the top 10 because of his utility and his usage.
Okay, is he above Nick Bosa?
No.
Yes, I would say yes.
No.
Go look at the stats.
No,
CJ, you
no.
San Francisco loving mother flower.
No.
Look at the stats. Look at the rookie stats.
Do you have the list?
Look at the rookie
You have
stats.
Nick Bosa's not in the list yet, so he's in top
he's
10.
top 10.
So
We
he's
know
top
that.
10.
He's above.
Micah's not on the list yet, right?
Come on.
Look at the stats. Rookie year,
Not on the list yet. That's
they had
Micah has to be 100%
they had
in the
very,
top 5.
CJ, I've looked
Micah?
at this.
Micah Parsons has to
They
be in the
had-
top
Michael
5.
Parsons is 16.
That is a bullshit list right there.
It's by the.
It's by
it's
the-
I don't know.
I don't
the
care. You're a
players.
hater then. If you're going to tell me that Micah Parsons is not a top 5 or 10 player in the league, you're out of your fucking mind. Are you kidding?
He had a bad second half of the
He
season.
did. I'm about to say
A bad
that.
second half. He had a bad 4 games at the end of the year.
Hey,
Hey.
Josh Jacobs had 0 bad games, so
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a running back.
doesn't matter.
So?
Yeah, it matters.
No.
It matters.
Listen,
Dude,
But
are you
never-
kidding me?
All right, this
There's-
list comes out every year, and everybody
Yes.
gets mad at the list. NFL
The
players
players
make the
make it.
list.
It's
I don't
not-
know what you're getting mad at.
I like
There's
Eddie's-
cowboy hate, obviously, and I hate the Cowboys a shitload. But if you watch Micah Parsons, you're gonna tell me that he's not top 10 in this fucking league.
they
You're out of
misused
your
him.
mind.
They misused him a lot, Rafa.
I don't give a fuck. He produced. Who had more hurries than that man last year?
These are the players making the list, and we expect this list to be perfect. Like these are the guys.
No,
Oh,
I
dude,
think so.
half of those players are fucking have CTE,
By the
bro.
way,
We
Micah, that was last year's ranking. He's in the top 11. He hasn't came out yet.
Thank you. All right. Just making sure. Whoa. You getting me heated on Cowboy, and you know I hate the Cowboys.
But why was this so preposterous about Max Crosby being?
No. So CJ
I
needs
think
to
Max is
listen.
better than what his ranking is.
So
I think
thank
he's
you.
the
Yeah.
best player on the
Yeah.
Raiders.
So CJ, look at and
I mean-
have you seen the video? Bosa says.
Please don't.
Bosa,
Oh, we're not doing that.
No, we're not gonna go with it.
No, Edward.
I'm telling you what Nick Bosa said.
Yeah, everybody
Bosa-
says
Oh,
that.
Be humble and
Nick
say that.
Nick Bosa is above the list, so I don't know what you're like mad about.
Big Eddie thinks that
Okay,
Nick Bosa is
so?
not better than
I'm
Max
telling you,
Crosby.
You can
I'm
argue it.
telling you,
You can argue that.
they're
You can argue it.
1A
You can argue whatever
and
the fuck you want.
1B.
You can argue it.
Look at Nick Bosa's stats compared to Max Crosby. They're right there, and Max has
Who was
better
double?
stats.
Can we look up who was double team more than anyone last year? Can you look that up?
Probably PB, but no, who gives a shit?
No.
Who cares about that stat?
Tell me, the Max Crosby wasn't double teamed. He
Not
was
as
the only dude on the
many- Not
defense.
as much as Nick Crosby, as Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa had way more talent on his defensive line than freaking.
That's a fact.
Outshined everybody.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
First stat, doesn't really care, but Max Crosby was the #1 defensive lineman for fantasy points. So
What the fuck does that mean?
okay.
That means statistically,
Oh my God, Blake
Statistically-
Bortles?
I'll tell you what that means.
Fucking
Statistically,
Blake Bortles?
Statistically,
what?
Yeah.
Okay, by the
Remember
way-
Blake Bortles was
Okay,
a
all right,
fantasy stud?
all right.
Tackles, Bosa had 41, Crosby had 58. Tackle
Because nobody on his
assists,
team could tackle.
So what? We're talking about the player. Come on, Rafa.
You
Come on.
just said that Nick Bosa had way more help.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let's say he had assisted tackles. He had 30. Nick Bosa only had 10. Sacks. Nick Bosa had 18 and a half. Crosby had 12 and a half.
And he's on the field all the fucking time.
How much difference was
Okay.
that? What'd you
All
say,
the time.
16 to 12?
He just blew him out of every category except for
Except-
6 sacks.
except
And the rest
sacks.
of the Raiders defensive line.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the point.
49ers defensive line.
Oh my God.
I think Max Crosby
You're making
is,
the point for us.
Yes.
I don't think you're getting it.
Let Luke,
No.
give Luke the freaking
I think,
microphone.
I think
I wanna hear it. I wanna
Bosa's
hear
the
it.
third best. I mean, Crosby's the third best lineman.
Luke,
He's scientific when he speaks. I love it.
All right, so this is according to Pro Football Focus. For those of you that don't know, they rate all the players in terms of every single snap that they're in.
Max Crosby was rated as the reigning pressure leader the last 2 seasons in the NFL. However,
Go ahead and walk out the door now, TJ.
however, in terms of overall pass rusher, according to Pro Football Focus in the last 2 seasons, TJ Watt is number 1. Tied for second is a 3-way tie between Myles Garrett,
Yep.
Micah Parsons, and Nick Bosa.
Where's Crosby?
4.
Where are you at, B?
4.
Fourth is Brian Burns.
Where are you at, B? Where are you at, Cross?
As far as
Fifth is Max Crosby. So
Yeah.
that list was based all on sacks,
Yes.
forced fumbles, strip sack, all that stuff. Now Max Crosby is the best when it comes to pressuring the quarterback,
Yes.
according to that list, but he is not the best pass
rusher.
So he's good at
So
making
he's not better than Nick Bosa.
So he's yeah. So the argument
That's
is
the
Nick
argument.
Bosa.
I mean,
But the
Okay,
issue
what
with the
about
list-
tackles for loss? 22 more.
Bringing up one statistic versus like,
Tackles
You're
for loss. Give me
you're
the
bringing up
tackles
one
for-
statistic.
Can I have the
you know,
tackles for
I'm just
loss
glad
number,
all
anybody?
those 5 that you can mix those in a salad and be okay
That's
with
not
it.
true.
not
Yeah,
true.
mix that shit in a
Because
salad at all.
I'm taking TJ Watt over Myles Garrett any day.
I'd take Micah Parsons over
I'm taking
all those
I-
dudes.
I would take Micah Parsons.
I would take Micah
I'm a Steelers
Parsons.
fan, and I love TJ. I would take Micah
Yeah.
Parsons.
I would take
100%.
Marcus, yeah.
I'm watching him tear up Smith in fucking
they
camp.
misused him. They put him. The
Cowboys are
Micah
really-
Parsons.
The game that killed him was the Green Bay game.
Yes,
He was winded at the end. He was dead in that second half. But you're right, because they used him fucking everywhere.
and they should do what they did with Lord. Your job is go get the quarterback. That's it.
Dude, he's tearing up.
Stop putting him at middle linebacker. Stop putting him, in the flat. Stop putting him in the freaking curl. Micah Parsons should be rushing the quarterback, and
Dude,
his stats would be better than everybody's.
He's
very
tearing
simple.
up Tyron Smith in practice.
I saw it.
Tearing it up like every fucking day. Guy got
It
no
was
chance.
it was one fucking video.
Dude, are you kidding? I have like 6 of them. I literally get it from my buddy Cowboy. He's like, look at this shit.
It's all 6 of
all
that same video.
All 6 videos, all 6 Dak incompletions. All 6 Dak incompletes.
You thought that I was saying that Nick Bosa is or Max is just way beyond. I'm saying they're very, very comparable. And Bosa said the same thing. Bosa said, I literally watch when I get home. There's a tape of someone I watch. He goes, I watch Max Crosby. I watch his moves. I follow him. I'm excited to watch him. He says it in the Max Crosby video.
I think he's good.
Bosa is as a pass rushing savant. They did a video on him last year and how he timed. He took off like 0.6 seconds to the quarterback, and it's about his diet. I mean, he is great, and he's methodical, and it's sort of like that science. He's like a scientist with his body and what he eats. So by no question or by no means am I disrespecting Bosa. Bosa, like I said, if I had to choose a defensive edge rusher, it'd go Micah, Bosa, and Max.
Over TJ Watt.
TJ Watt can't stay on the field. He can't
Neither
stay
can
on-
Nick,
By the
but
way-
Nick is yeah.
You wanted tackles for loss?
Yeah.
Nick Bosa had 19 and Crosby had 22.
And then if you add the difference with sacks, 6.5,
Yeah.
he's got 6.5.
And then let's add who's freaking Max Crosby going off after a quarterback in his division.
Oh, it's one fucking dude.
TJ
Are you
Watt has to
kidding?
go against 3.
One dude.
Relax there.
Chargers
guys.
quarterback.
Fucking relax.
You love Russell Wilson.
Herbert, Wilson.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I
Mahomes.
don't love Russell Wilson. Let's not get that shit twisted.
You believe in
hey,
him.
I believe in him going forward. Last year was garbage. I believe him going forward. I think he's going to be better than last
Now
year.
let's look at I mean,
But that comment of TJ Watt, who he's chasing around, he's chasing around
Lamar
fucking
Jackson.
at 2 guys. That's it.
Joe Burrow,
That's it.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson barely fucking played. Don't do that. Don't
Okay,
do
but
that.
he can move when
Don't
he's on
do-
the field.
When
He can
he's
move.
on the field, TJ, I don't even think played against him.
Hey, but
Who was
really
he
quick.
taking? Jacoby Brissett? Come on.
Really quick.
don't disrespect
The
Jacoby.
glaring issue with Max Crosby is you look at all those guys, who's on the opposite side pass rush.
That's what I'm trying to.
So
That's
Max can be the pressure guy. Raiders, you got to get a sack guy.
yeah.
Yep.
Chandler
They
Jones.
They got one.
Chandler Jones is trash.
They didn't even they cut his pay. I mean,
Let's
listen,
see the rookie.
we're splitting hairs. Those 4 guys are great.
So can we? So the top 10 is left, right?
Yeah.
That's what's
The
missing.
top 10 should drop early next week.
So do we know who's missing? Obvious. Can we vote on number 1? Do we all know it's Mahomes? Or
I don't
we're
think
not?
it's gonna be home.
I don't think it. I don't
You-
think.
I think he'll be top 3 or 5.
He is the best in the league, but the players.
Oh my God!
The
Chiefs fans
players
been
aren't
quiet
gonna,
this whole
the
time.
players aren't going to give it to him.
The players aren't going to give it to
I don't think
Mahomes.
so.
Assume he's the best fucking player in the league. Like,
He's been the best.
Hands down.
He's been the best
No
player the
doubt.
last 3 seasons. They haven't given it to him.
Who was number one last year?
Tom Brady was number 1 last year.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are on.
Brady was number 1.
Brady was
Well, they
1.
won the Super Bowl. That was
Also,
going into
watch,
the season.
Brady's going to be number 2. He'll be. He will.
Holmes was
Listen,
8.
guys, listen. We're behind on schedule.
Yeah.
We got to get our lighting correct. We're having lighting issues. Stay tuned. We're going to go a 3-minute break. Like we promised, we have a starting quarterback for Ivy League, Cornell, Big Red.
He's super smart.
Super smart, super just athletic. If you haven't seen, after this, you're going to blow up. You're going to be a superstar, Jameson, after this.
Yeah, baby.
Yes. But let's take a little break.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see if I can walk.
Oh,
That's
shit.
gonna be
We
interesting.
might need 32 minutes.
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back.
Those are my notes. Live and direct. Where's our music? Eddie Money, where you at, Papa? There it is. Dude, that is a original beat. I need this mic. This mic is deader than a doornail right now.
I can hear you.
I can't.
I can hear you real good.
Really, though.
Really, really good.
If you guys say so. So everybody, welcome back to Two Nobodies with the Mic. As we promised, special guest in the house, a starting QB for Cornell University, Ivy League, first freshman to throw a TD and run for a TD at Cornell.
Very cool.
I mean, the dude, super athletic. His stats, 14 TDs, had a 121.7 passer rating. I mean, off the charts. You might notice he might be of the Asian persuasion. One of two Asian quarterbacks in Division I football. That'll be the last I ask of that, because to me it don't make a difference, but I'm sure there's been challenges for you. And I'm super pumped to have you on. The first thing I want to ask you, are you in the FBI protection program? Because every time I look you up, it's Wang or Wang. It changes every freaking week. Which is it? Is it Wang or Wang?
Spelled Wang, pronounced Wong.
No way.
There
So
you
there's
go.
an explanation for it.
There you go.
Yeah, because listen, I've watched every YouTube video. Even Cornell spells it different every other fucking week. It's kind of crazy. So
Do the guys calling do the announcers ever? I'm sure they screw it up.
The first year they did, but we made sure they got it right.
They got it right.
They're right.
so say that again.
Spelled W-A-N-G, pronounced Wong.
So we've been saying it wrong the whole time. Wow.
Nice,
Like a
Eddie.
Rubik's Cube over here, this guy. That's freaking cool, man. Listen, great name, by the way. Props to your parents. Jameson, is there a story behind Jameson?
To be
Other than your
not
father's
the
a drunk.
whiskey, not the whiskey. My sister's name's Harrison, so we kind of rhyme.
Wow,
so-
cool.
Damn, that is freaking
the sun.
cool, man. That is super cool. Being an Asian quarterback, I'm sure it has its challenges. But when did you start playing football? At what age?
I started playing flag football when I was 4, and I've always played quarterback as well. So I've always been have to making decisions, being in the spotlight. But I've loved the game. Still playing it with the same passion I've had when I was a little kid. So
Speaking of a little kid, and anytime you want to step in, Rafa, go ahead. But where'd you grow up? L.A. What area?
El Segundo,
El
right
Segundo.
off the 105, so not too far away.
Nice.
But
And you went all the way to Oaks Christian?
yeah, so
What a haul.
I made the hall for a semester, but then we moved out there because the CIF transfer rule. So we moved out there for a year and moved back right to El Segundo. So
Well, we jumped a little bit ahead of there. Let's talk about, you've been playing football, flag football, since you're 4 years old. That's freaking awesome. And then you played for the LA Ducks.
LA City Ducks.
Very prominent team out here. Listen, we're in Southern California, just like Texas and Florida. Youth football, it's not called Pop Warners. I don't know what it's called, but it's a big deal. Empire Ducks, Santa Clarita Wildcats, the Warriors. There's teams all over. Snoop is a factory of a bunch of athletes. Kids travel to play on certain teams. And where was the Ducks located? Where'd you have to go every day?
So we practiced in Westwood, right off National. So not too far of a drive for us, but
Yeah.
we played our home games at Harvard Westlake. So that was the Harvard Westlake connection. That's how
Oh,
I got
wow.
there. It was kind of the feeder into Harvard Westlake. I think 2 or 3 of my teammates, we went to Harvard Westlake together.
Okay.
So not too far, but definitely Oaks Christian was definitely a push.
Oh,
big
yeah.
time.
So, like I said, we'll get to Oaks Christian later, Papa. I got to know, because I have some insider information. When we promoted you having on, I got a lot of messages. This dude is fire. This dude's athletic. This dude's badass. And then I got one message. I picked him off 3 times in the Super Bowl. Did you throw 3 picks in the 8th grade Super Bowl?
I did.
To one
I might-
Travis Gill. He had all 3.
I might have thrown 4 that game.
Oh, man.
And then I asked Travis, did you win? He's like, of course we won. You know?
It
But
was
listen,
closer than it sounds. It was only 10-7, so
really?
it was a cold night in Ventura.
Ooh, when
It was
was
windy.
going?
Late November,
Yes.
maybe early December.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Travis Gill,
my
relax.
receivers.
You know what?
brick hands.
This reminds me of my Aaron Rodgers excuse against the 49ers.
It was-
you can't
that's a-
you can't throw the ball like that.
That is the dumbest shit. We're not doing that tonight.
Well, I'm making my case for my man over here. You know, he had a bad game.
We already know. Travis
Yes.
Gill, just the fact that they
Travis-
only won 10-7 should not be bragging about the 300
Yes.
receptions. You won 10-7.
Yes.
You didn't return shit,
Listen,
obviously.
That will be the last. That will be the last negative thing I bring up. I promise, Jameson, Wang. That's crazy to me. So listen, you obviously. I've watched all your YouTube. Jameson had a YouTube channel called Trick Shots, and he did 2 episodes, all kinds of dunks, some crazy dunks. It's very obvious that you are gifted. You're very athletic. But who was your partner in those in those videos?
So his name was Kevin Chandler. We actually went to the Air Force Academy together.
Really?
So we played youth football and youth basketball all the way up until I think 6th grade. His parents were in the Air Force, so they were at the LA Air Force Base in El Segundo. So we went to,
wow.
went to elementary and middle school together. They got restationed in Florida. So he played high school football in Florida, but we ended up reconvening.
That's crazy.
With CJ. So.
Because if you look on YouTube, you guys were very young, and it's pretty impressive. The dunks, I mean, I don't know how many, they're doing all kinds of crazy dunks. Obviously not on a 10-foot rim, I'm assuming.
No, it was like 8.
They don't even know that. They don't even know that.
They don't even know that shit.
Yeah, sorry about that. I mean,
It was 13 feet.
he's
It was
like,
actually 11, yeah.
you're like, what, 9 or 10 in those videos?
super
Yeah,
young,
yeah. But you could tell at a very young age, you're very athletic. So from El Segundo, you what was the choice of going to Harvard Westlake, super prestigious high school in the Valley off of Ventura Boulevard, a lot of history. What was the factor going to Harvard Westlake?
So I was either going to go to Harvard Westlake or Windward. At the time, both schools really wanted me. But at the end of the day, the education at Harvard Westlake is a little better.
Yeah.
And then the football was a little higher
Yeah.
level. Not only that, they had a vacancy at the quarterback position. So that's when I came in and competed for the job right away and was able to start as a freshman.
And played very well. He has, I think you've set 5 records at Harvard Westlake, passing efficient touchdowns, longest pass.
Do those still stand?
I think the most of them should still stand because Harvard Westlake football has gotten tremendously worse since I've been there.
Tremendously worse.
They've been atrocious.
Spoken like a true Ivy Leaguer. Tremendously worse. Yes. So has my weight. Tremendously worse. So, Rafa.
That's tremendously skyrocketed.
Yes. Tremendous.
Superbly?
Yes.
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 A lot.
A lot. So, Rafa, I'm going to toot my own horn here. You ready for this?
All right, let's hear it.
So, at Harvard Westlake, his athletic director, a certain running back, Terrence Barnum, right, a 5-star recruit out of Alamany High School, who was his athletic director at Harvard Westlake. I was Terry Barnum's fullback.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was his fullback, and Terry drugged me along to all his recruiting trips. Ended up going to SC, caught a touchdown in the Rose Bowl. And Terry, very good guy. And we talked a lot about football and Harvard Westlake and how Harvard Westlake, if you guys look up Harvard Westlake and look at famous alum, it's like insane. Like it's not only athletically, but just Hollywood families, producers, superstars, Shirley Temple, the mayor, Eric Garcetti. Athletically, you had the Collins twins.
Yeah. Remember those dudes.
Baseball, elite over there. Elite Freed, right?
Max Freed.
Freed.
Jack Flaherty.
Wow. The arms.
Giolito,
Yeah.
a certain guy. Angel. And so you're there. You play well. You do very well at Harvard Westlake, but you know after watching a bunch of interviews, you and tell me if I'm wrong. You had a dream to play at a very like a Big 5, a top 5 power conference school. Was that one of the reasons why you went to Oaks Christian?
So yeah, I mean, obviously Oaks Christian, football wise, is at one of the highest levels in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
In the country as well.
Yeah.
And they had a vacancy when I was going into my senior year.
Yeah.
And I also had one of my dearest friends who was there, and he was like, "You could really come in and compete,
Yeah.
take it over." So, not only that, there were some issues at Harvard Westlake. A new coach came in.
Yeah.
Really didn't see eye to eye. had some issues with Terry as well. So
I'll call Terry's ass right now. Terry.
Yeah. So no, but at the end of the day, it was a football decision, and I think it was the best decision I've ever made because the competition I played that year was the best I've ever played against, even to this day. Even in the Ivy League, I'd rather play the competition I played at Oaks Christian.
I mean, so if you guys don't know, and I've said it a bunch of times, I spit on every other high school football state. California, let's set aside the Trinity League, which is by far, it's not debatable that it's the best football in the country. But you have schools all over Los Angeles and Ventura County. Ventura County is a hotbed.
Oh, yeah.
Harvard, Westlake, just Westlake in general, St. Bonnie, Camarillo, Agoura, the Chargers. There's a lot of money out there, and the competition and coaching is very, very good. Oaks Christian, I mean, famously, I remember this story. So I used to go when I lived in Santa Clarita. They had a passing league tournament at Central Park. Did you play?
Saugus.
The Saugus passing league tournament. And I was I'm a nerd. I would pack up the family. I would bring chairs, and that was a big weekend for us. And dude, one year at Oaks Christian, this is like insane. Joe Montana, his son was the quarterback.
Will Smith and
Trevor
Gretzky
and Wayne Gretzky's son, all sitting. And I'm doing this. I don't think I had a flip phone at the time, so I couldn't take pictures. But it was insane. And Oaks Christian, always had elite talent. And dude, but you're there. It's Long Beach Poly. I love passing league tournaments. I mean, it's so fun.
Yeah.
And it's really physical.
It is.
It's super physical and entertaining. And that was a big, big thing. How'd you do? So did you go in the summer? Were you able to compete in those summer league with Oaks?
Yeah, so I came in January going into my senior. So I was still a junior. So I did all the spring leagues. I think we didn't play in the Saugus tournament that year, but we played in the Edison tournament, the Battle of the
That's
Beach.
a huge one. Modern Day, Bosco.
Yeah,
everyone goes to that one too.
Everyone there, so that was like the big tournament for me. Like we placed top 4 there. We played Norco. We ended up losing to Norco, but I think Bosco Modern Day ended up playing in the finals. So
you didn't throw 3 picks there to what's his name?
No.
Travis Gill.
All right, just making sure. Yeah.
So that is a pretty scary ordeal for you to go into a high school senior year. It's make it or break it. Did you already have offers at Harvard Westlake?
No, I did not. So that was a big risk for me because if I go in and don't play,
that's a huge risk.
So I just bet on myself. I believed in myself. At the time, it was funny. So there's 5 of us that came in. There's 2 already in-house and 3 transferred in.
Wow.
So there's 5 of us competing, and one of them was committed to Louisville.
Whoa.
So I was going in against all odds, and I just worked my butt off. And
how'd your mom and dad, what was the factor? Were they completely supportive? Did they say, man, this is a big risk? Did they trust you and your decisions? How involved were your parents during this whole deal?
Oh, very involved. My dad's been a part of this. He's been my coach my entire life into 8th grade, so he's been a part of this. Obviously, my mom, she's more of the school side, so my dad did more sports, and then my mom would help with school. So that was my family growing up. But these big decisions are long family discussions.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen overnight. You talking about this for months. I was talking about this during season at Harvard Westlake because I was getting fed up my junior year at Harvard Westlake. It just wasn't going the way that I wanted it. And after every game, I was like telling my dad, "We're out of here. We're gonna go."
You just can't get the football right. It's I don't know what it is. We were talking about it before the show. They have elite baseball. They have elite water polo, everything, but they just don't value football for some reason at Harvard Westlake.
You want to know the reason? I have the reason.
Don't say Terry Barnum.
No. Each sport is allowed the same amount of recruits. So football, you need the most. You have the most players. We get the same number as basketball.
Oh, wow, that's terrible.
That makes perfect sense then.
That's why Harvard Westlake football, it never got
Well,
off.
that's not an excuse. I mean, Modern Day and Bosco don't recruit at all, I don't think, right?
That's different. That's different. I mean.
No, that's all they're accused of for is the recruiting at they only get 52 recruits at Bosco and Modern Day.
Only.
We're spread thin.
So you go to Oaks, you win the starting job.
Yep.
Crazy odds are against you. I watched all the highlights. I saw a bunch of games. I would say your strength, man, is running those sprint right, sprint left, throwing with your feet not set. I noticed that when Chris Ricks, who played for Florida State and Santa Margarita, awesome career. He runs the quarterback thing, right? When did you sign up with Chris Ricks, and how big of a part was that, at Oaks Christian?
So I think I met Chris Ricks during Elite 11. It was at Long Beach Memorial, Long Beach City College. And we just stayed in touch after that. I didn't really work with Coach Ricks, until after my football season at Oaks.
Okay.
That's when that video came out.
Yeah.
But he's been very supportive of my process all the way even up to today. A few weeks ago, we had my Cornell teammates come out, and he helped run it.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Man, that's cool.
He coached me. We did our quarterback stuff, and then just a great man, just not even football, just
right?
a man of faith, man of God, and just spreading that positivity among us.
I remember him playing at Santa Margarita. I've always followed Chris Ricks. I'm probably a little bit older than him, but for some reason, I've always followed him. And like you said, just seems like a solid family man. And dude, props to your family for taking that risk. It obviously paid off, right? My question at Oaks is who's your biggest rivalry at Oaks? I know you're only there for 1 year.
Has to be Westlake.
Okay.
It's right across the street.
That's right.
Really
And at the time, they had an elite program as well, passing.
They were, I would say they were kind of on the come down.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Not Malik Henry era, not that type of
Yeah,
Westlake,
yeah.
but it's definitely still good football.
Yeah.
But, it was Westlake for us, and then Calabasas. Calabasas was good at that time.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, Jaden Casey, Johnny Wilson.
Yes, the Clausens were there,
We're
right,
coaching,
for a little
right?
bit.
Yeah.
Dude, Calabasas, when I was coaching, literally were 0-10. And a coach came in there. They changed everything around, and they just completely flipped everything. And my question to you is I know you were injured for that big Alemany game. I was hoping that you said it was Alemany, because I know some coaches at Alemany, and they have they foam at the
hate.
mouth for Oaks Christian. They think Alemany's, we're next to Pacoima, San Fernando, and they think of Oaks Christian as,
I went to
glorious.
that game when they had Gretzky, because
Really?
Jackie's brother played on Alemany
Really?
that year. Yeah, so I was there when they.
It's sort of like a
Montana was
Padres-Dodger
there.
thing, right? Where
Yeah,
the
but-
Oaks Christian doesn't view Alemany as a rival, but Alemany's like
They hate 'em.
they hate him.
Just like Notre Dame. Like,
Yeah.
they hate Notre Dame. Like,
Yes.
oh, you're not even good.
Yeah, Notre Dame's like, who are we playing this week?
Who? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So you've had some injuries, and you've fought back through some adversity, some knee issues. I mean, you've been through it all, man.
Yeah, no, I really wanted to play in that Alemany game. That was the Fox Sports game of the
Yes.
week, Doc said no, and I was gonna go out there, but my dad was like, it's in your best interest. You're on national TV. If it doesn't go the way you want it to go, it doesn't
you
look
can't
good.
tell everyone my knee was hurt. They don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
they don't care.
And Alemany came out gunning for us, man.
Oh, like I'm telling
Miller
you, they
was
always
slinging
do.
it that day, so we ended
Miller
up losing by
Moss.
like
Miller Moss.
we lost by 40. So at the end of the day, it was a good decision not to play that game.
Yeah.
Came back the next week and
Man, good.
kept it rolling.
Good for you. So then we're at Oaks. When do the offers start coming in?
The offers came in before the season. The offers came in right when I got there. When the coaches were on the road, college coaches were on the road recruiting. I would go throw in front of them at Oaks with the receivers, and just Oaks, just with the football. Like at Harvard Westlake, barely any coaches came through.
Oh yeah.
Oaks Christian every day, different coach. I saw Sark in the office. Harbaugh was just on campus because he got Charbonnet.
Yes.
So it was just a whole different experience, football wise, and for that I'm eternally grateful.
Did
for
you
Oaks
play at
Christian.
all with Charbonnet?
I did not. Him and Kayvon left before I even got
Okay.
there. They just left. So
Yeah, yeah. Kayvon,
God.
Kayvon, another.
Jesus Christ.
We've talked about Kayvon, like another freak athlete over there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like man, my God. And I'll admit it.
You were a hater.
I thought he was going to be a bust.
When we first started the podcast.
Listen, when he came out and said, "I want to start my own crypto," just this and that. I'm like, this dude doesn't love football, and
He proved you wrong.
he proved me wrong, Papa. I'm not a, I apologize. He's balling in New York,
Big balling.
big balling. He was he wasn't inconsistent at Oregon. He just, when he played, he was great, and then he didn't play a lot. So
Smart.
dude, totally wrong about that. He's a baller, and it happens. So you're getting offers. I know you're a basketball player, obviously, the trick shot thing. Another football lover over here. I know you've traveled to Europe. You've seen Barca play. And how was that experience?
Yeah, no, I love the European soccer culture. I'm a big PSG fan, Kylian Mbappe. But yeah, no, it's just something different. These athletes, they get paid they're almost getting paid billions to go out there.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. People,
it's crazy.
Yes.
There's different money out there. So it's just good to see that culture out there. Big football up there.
Football!
Yeah.
Yes, this guy right here is an addict.
The real football.
The real football, yes.
real
The
football.
beautiful game. But so you actually got to go see in the stadiums? Did you
Yes,
actually
I went.
see some games?
I didn't see a game. I think it was their off season, but I went to Camp Nou. We were in Madrid. I saw the Madrid
Bernabeu.
Stadium. Yep. So it was just super cool to see that culture because
Yeah.
those stadiums are way bigger than
than anything here, yeah.
Yes.
they're
Yes.
100,000s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's that new soccer Adidas commercial, and Trevor Lawrence, your boy, he's
Don't do
like
that.
they're big, they're bigger
boy.
stadiums. Yeah.
Don't do that.
So you're getting offers in. Who was on the radar? Like, let's say top three.
top three was Air Force, Army, and Cornell.
Really? Now, I know Air Force triple option. If I'm recruiting, I'm saying this guy is athletic. He could run this offense. But to me, just watching everything I've seen, listen, Air Force might throw the ball 5-6 times, maybe.
Yeah. Army might throw it too.
I mean, you're more of a salsa dancer than a quarterback.
Yeah.
And the pivots and the rolls, it's a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fullback. I love watching that shit. I love 3rd and 5. Let's give it to the fullback, and he gets it. I love it. I love it. But
He wakes up in the middle of the night with first down.
but seeing you at Harvard Westlake, I saw a lot. And seeing you at Oaks, dude, you were I don't want to say Patrick Mahomes because I don't like Patrick. I think you're better than him.
I wish.
But you're a mobile quarterback, and you're mobile to throw the ball.
Yeah, no, I think my biggest trait is extending plays. That's the big thing.
What
Just-
Here, I have a Raider contract right here that you signed.
when the play breaks down, I think that's when I'm at my best, which is very unorthodox and very untraditional. But that's just the flow of my game. And the issue was I wanted to play FBS football.
Yeah.
I was waiting on a few Mountain West schools to come in late towards the end of the season after they see some film, but just ended up not working out. So the reason why my only 2 FBS options were triple option schools. So
Yeah.
I thought I could do it. I gave it my best foot forward. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it just didn't work out. And
I think it's been a blessing. You are a throwing quarterback. You're mobile. You're athletic, but you throw the ball on the run better than I've seen a lot of quarterbacks. A lot of quarterbacks can't do it, and your feet aren't set. It's very impressive. So kudos to you. I think you've made the right decision. Is Cornell? You chose Cornell. How was that coming in? Did they change the offense for you?
At first, no, but now getting into my junior year, stuff is definitely more catered towards me. But I actually had a harder decision to make leaving Air Force.
Oh man, yeah.
So Coastal Carolina came in with a full ride offer.
Wow.
Whoa.
And this is when they were top like 10.
Yes.
The COVID
Ton of
year.
athletes.
And the difference between Ivy League and Coastal is financial aid over full scholarship. And Coastal had everything I wanted football-wise.
Yes.
We're talking about FBS. Sun Belt is a legit conference. I think all those conferences.
Coastal's a legit program.
For sure.
Yep. So, and they essentially run the triple option out of the shotgun, though.
Yeah.
It's not the under center pivoting stuff, but you're still getting to the same things in the shotgun with Coastal. And that's an offense that I can run because I'm able to run the ball, but I'm also able to pass off play action as well. So I was really considering going. I was about to decommit from Cornell to go to Coastal, but at the end of the day, it's the education. You go to Cornell for the education to be set up for 40 years down the road.
You slap that baby on your office wall, like, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Cornell, baby. So a lot of people don't know, and maybe you can explain to us that there is no athletic scholarships in the Ivy League.
No, it's all need-based financial aid.
Yes. So the less money you have, the better. It's true. It's a thing. They don't, and to me, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, it almost like you transition to like a Harvard Westlake where football is not very important. I'm not saying it's not important at Cornell, but you transition almost into the same culture where it's education first and football second. Talk about that.
You hit it right on the spot. My Cornell experience has been the same as my Harvard Westlake experience.
I thought about that. I said that makes a lot of sense.
It's literally the same. The people act the same. The football is the same.
Yeah.
I love football. I love the coaches. I love my teammates, but no one else cares. You go to the game. Our stadium fits 28K. We get 2,000.
Yeah.
You know, so football is a joke when it comes to that. But at the end of the day, it's the people around me, my teammates who I love so dearly, the coaches and the trainers and the staff that supports us. And at the end of the day, that's all you need to go out there and play games.
And you look good in all big red, Papa. You look
love
really. I love the uniforms. I actually ordered a mini helmet, and the dude couldn't get it here in time. I wanted you to sign it for us. But let's talk about Cornell. Let's talk about the traditions. Who's the biggest rival? Because I know that like the Harvard Yale used to be a thing. Is that even a thing anymore?
Harvard Yale's still the biggest game at the end of the year. They play national TV. So that the biggest incentive in playing in the Ivy League is to play on ESPNU.
Yes.
So they have a Friday night schedule that starts after like week 2 or 3. But Harvard, Princeton, Yale, they'll get the majority of the games. They get 2-3 games. Everyone else only gets 1. So that's the incentive going Harvard, Princeton, Yale.
Do you know what your game is this year?
Yes, at Harvard, October 6th, Friday night.
We'll be watching right
in
here.
Cambridge. It's going to be a Boston
We
massacre.
should go. We should go, Papa. Bring some fat heads of freaking Jameson. We should go to that. I mean, I've always wanted to go to Boston and that whole culture, and I have some friends that go to Harvard. But explain, that's the big game. I actually watched the whole entire Harvard Cornell game. You had a terrific game. That was a great game last year. And like I said, I want to put your receivers on, but they dropped some balls, and it came down to the very end.
It did come down to the end. We had a great first drive. I think it was a 19-play, 10-minute drive to start off the game.
Yeah.
And go down and score a touchdown. But we had some difficulties in the second and third quarter, but we got it back in the late third going into the fourth, and just not enough time left on the board to get one more touchdown up. So we lost by 7, but it was a good game for us. We felt that we had a shot in the Ivy. Playing against a big dog like Harvard, going down to the wire, it just gave us confidence for the rest of the season.
Yeah, man. Listen, I watch. It's a Friday night schedule. I love, like I said, I just watched the whole.
Yeah, the basketball's Friday night too.
Yeah,
Ivy League Friday nights.
Yes, and I'm a fan of it. My youngest son he had Columbia and UPenn, so we went to visit UPenn. It's like I was telling Jameson, it's like Hogwarts, man. The tradition, and they take their sports very seriously. But to the academia and the professors, they don't give you any special treatment.
It doesn't mean anything,
right? They almost might. It might actually be in reverse, where they might look down on you, like you just got here because you're a quarterback.
No, I failed a pass-fail class because we were always traveling on Fridays, and it was a 1-credit class, only met on Fridays. And I couldn't turn in assignments because we were on the road.
Oh, my goodness.
And he failed me on the pass-fail. And I'll remember that forever, but I was shocked. I was
man,
like,
come on, guy. I'm like here Fridays.
Come on, man. Come on, I'm trying to represent. Yeah. That's crazy, man. I've heard that before, that they almost, you're a football player. They treat you a little bit different, which at Alabama is the exact opposite.
Yeah. No. Don't worry about it. Jan's going to do the assignments.
Yeah.
Jan's got it.
Jan's got it.
Jan's got it for sure.
So leading into that, Cornell, How many more years of eligibility do you have?
So I'm gonna be a junior this season. I have 2 more years left. I lost my first 2. I played my freshman year, started last year. So I have 2 left. 3 to play 2.
After this year, or
No, I'll have
so you
one after the
Okay.
season. So I wish I had 2 more. But
So you don't have a COVID year.
I spent my COVID year at Air Force. So
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you on track to graduate early? Because I have a whole plan for you, Papa. We're gonna write this all down. I know where you're gonna be, but we got to get on the academics. When are you graduating?
So right now I'm gonna graduate right after my senior year football season. So right when football's done, I should be done with Cornell.
And then you'll be, not that you're gonna leave, but you'll be eligible to be a graduate transfer.
If I play the next 2 seasons, no.
Uh-huh.
For whatever happens. But for right now, the plan is to finish my career at Cornell, play all 4 years at Cornell, and then see what I could do after that. Play in the NFL, CFL, XFL, USFL. I just want to keep playing until I can't play anymore. So.
I love it.
I love that.
So that's another thing that people don't know about Ivy League. And correct me if I'm wrong. There is no red shirts, correct?
No.
Like they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You're here to learn. We don't care about your athletic ability.
If you go to there's no like grad school.
Yeah.
Like you can't, if you want a grad transfer, you got to go somewhere else. You can't grad school at Cornell and play another year. Like it's just doesn't
insane.
work like that.
Explain how Yanni Diamakahales has wrestled for the last 18 years at
I
Cornell.
know.
Yeah.
He just made a post. It was funny. He was like, "Thank you, Cornell, for the last 4 (6 years."
Yes. So if you guys don't know, everyone in the show, we're a big wrestling family, and Jameson and I were talking about it, and I kind of baited him like, so what's the best, program? He's like, oh, wrestling by far, and then lacrosse. Cornell wrestling is like Ohio State. It's top 5 every year. It's
Really?
it's incredible, and they have Kyle Dake, right? Kyle Dake, the only champion to win 4 national championships at 4 different weights. He moved up a weight, and he's been on Tim Patrick. He's the 74 kilo representative for the United States. My son's gonna run into him, kick his ass, I'm sure. Yeah, because he does wrestle 74 kilos. But so Cornell wrestling, they're the big dogs on campus.
Really?
That's when you know they don't give a shit about athletics. When the wrestlers are important.
Oh, yeah.
At Bosco, they're like, what are you guys wearing these stupid fucking things for? Yeah. That's crazy. So the goal is, and you said it, man, because my thing is this, we talked about this, and you've had to overcome, I'm sure, I'm not, assuming, but I'm sure that you've had to overcome some stereotypes.
Oh, for sure.
And some things, because everyone, we talk about the eye test. Everything is the eye test, and it could go against you, and it could work for you. I'm sure, being one of 2 Asian quarterbacks, that you've had to prove yourself at a different level. Explain, just explain how that's been for you.
Yeah, you talk about the eye test. I definitely don't pass the eye test.
When you walk into a room, they're like, "Is this the math major?"
I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
But I just try to earn my respect on the field. Like, I'm gonna just make you respect me on the field, and I don't really care the off the field stuff, the political stuff. Like, at the end of the day, I'm here to play football, and that's been my thing my entire life. Whether it's Harvard Westlake, whether it's Oaks Christian, whether it's Air Force, whether it's Cornell, I've come in and I'm going to compete, and I'm here to play football. And the best thing, my freshman year at Harvard Westlake, the head coach was like, I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, brown, blue, red, like the best guy's going to play. And
Love that.
Ever since I heard that, I've respected that, and I just gotta trust the coaches who recruit me, because they recruit me for a reason. They bring me in for a reason, and I'm just gonna put my faith into them, and I'm just gonna give them my all and give the program my all. And at the end of the day, like, I'm there to work, I'm there to be the quarterback, and I'm just gonna keep working.
So we've talked about this before. Like, you look at a guy like Drake May, committed to Alabama, but now, stayed loyal to North Carolina. Let's talk about a kid like DTR. What if DTR was in an Alabama uniform? I think he would be, the next this and that. And So my point is this: like, you wear that shield, right? And I see you making plays like DTR, running all over the place. And when I see you in full uniform, I'm not thinking this is an Asian quarterback. I'm thinking this dude's freaking talented. And I'm hoping that other people see the same things. I know you've had to overcome some stuff, but dude, you know, when I see you, I'm just thinking, man, this guy is crazy athletic. And you shouldn't, I mean, so my plan for this, I was hoping he had I was thinking about, I'm like, he should transfer to Utah and be the Utah quarterback. That, you know, if I was your dad, I'd be in Whittingham's DMs. Like, I got a quarterback for you, Papa. Because I know you have said that you wanted to be in a top 5 major program.
Yep. Power 5 was always the dream. FBS football was always the dream. But, you know, at the end of the day, Cornell was the best fit. Whether it was academics, whether it was athletics. I had a dear friend at Harvard Westlake. He was a senior when I was a sophomore, and he ended up going to Cornell. And he told me, he's like, if you come here, bro, like you're gonna take this over. And
hell yes.
I was like, that's all I needed to hear. Because at the end of the day, you just want to play.
Right.
I go to Air Force and I'm looking. There's 12 quarterbacks on the roster.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what?
All spinning at the one time.
Not only that, these guys.
He knows.
You think I'm athletic? These guys are 10 times more athletic than me. You got the 200-meter Mountain West champion playing quarterback.
Probably great dancers too.
The decision to go to Cornell was obviously for academics, but also I knew I could go in and play early. And at the end of the day, that's all I wanted. So.
Hell to the yes. So Eddie Money, do me a favor and look this up, because if you're gonna play in the Ivy League, I'm assuming that quarterback has to be like the best position to go to the NFL. Like, I feel like if you're gonna play in the Ivy League, the NFL likes Ivy League quarterbacks. Am I wrong about this? I mean,
I would assume.
Yeah, they're usually smarter.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
and NFL's the goal. Is it not?
NFL's the goal. You want to allude to the Chargers?
Yeah, talk about it. Listen, I put this up there. You know, I didn't know you want to talk about it. Let's talk about the Chargers.
So I went to the Chargers training camp today. One of my coaches at Cornell, he's interning with the Chargers this summer. Nice. So I actually really went down to see him in action. It's actually kind of funny. He was wearing all the Chargers gear. But I'm on the field after. I see Max Duggan. I see Herbert, Austin Eckler. So I'm standing next to all these guys. And I actually applied for a Chargers internship last year. It was under a Don Yee. He's an agent, fellowship. And I was actually a finalist. But I wasn't able to get the internship because I'm an NCAA player.
Right.
Oh,
and
that makes sense.
So the vice president of football ops, his name's Ed McGuire. We had a great conversation last year. And my aspirations after I'm done playing football is to coach. Whether I think right now it's college football. I want to go into college football, but that might change to NFL, whether I go into scouting first. So I got in contact with him, and he's like, if you ever need anything, don't be afraid to reach out. Yes. So I actually just texted him last night. I'm like, hey, I'm coming down to the camp. Is there any way I can meet you in person? He's like, yeah, of course. So I'm on the field after, and comes up to me.
Get Ziegler on the phone. Can you help out the Raiders and not the Chargers? Chargers don't need any help. The Raiders need help, Jameson.
Yeah, no, he comes up to me. He's like, hey, man, you look bigger than I thought you were. So, again, the eye test for me has never been good, but I guess today it was a good
think
sign.
about this, Jameson. Think about this, and I thought about this for the last 2-3 days. What if you were the quarterback for Mater Dei?
It'd be crazy.
Right? I mean, it's the eye test. I ran into Bryce, and we love Bryce. We're huge Bryce fans. But you're like physically like intimidating compared to Bryce, is he not? Let me tell you.
Bryce intimidated the shit out of you, though.
I just went blank.
You did forget his name. You got starstruck by Bryce.
He's like, the Panthers, the Bama.
Yes. Okay, I did that. But I would have not. I would have remembered Wang spelled Wang. I would have remembered that. But think about that. And this is again going back to the eye test. Put yourself in a Mater Dei or Bosco uniform. I think the offers are completely different. And I think you have the same success I mean, Oaks is a real football school, but I'm a Trinity homer through and through.
No.
But put yourself in that program, and I think the opportunities become even greater.
Yeah, I mean, just my class, you talk about DJ at Bosco, Bryce at Modern
He came
Day,
out of a crazy quarterback California class. CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud at Rancho. So it's like, it was hard that year to like really stand out because all the attention are on these guys.
those guys.
Yes.
And it's like, in a different class, maybe something else would happen, But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason.
Think about that, Rafa. You're just at a quarterback camp, the number 1 pick, the number 2 pick. I mean, DJ, who was projected to be better than all of them, are there. And I'm sure there was 5 more or 6 more.
More than that.
Yeah. So, it's kind of freaking awesome. I love your journey so far. And, I'm a huge fan. I will still get that helmet. Maybe I was gonna get a bottle of Jameson and have you sign it, but
That would have been a good idea. No.
So I'm gonna get yelled at if I don't ask you about your education, your major. Is Cornell a big architectural school?
Yeah.
or-
So the the architectural school is really good. I'm in the hotel school, which is business hospitality. Cornell has one of the best in the country. So when I was first going through the recruiting process, I was gonna go to Cornell. If I did go to Cornell, I was just gonna go straight into the business school, the regular business school. But when I was at Air Force, I was able to do research, and I had that friend who was there. And he was like, "Hey, our hotel program's legit," and I'm like, "What's hotel?" I've never heard of that before, but looked.
No, that's the thing.
Did some research, and business hospitality, man. Like, some of the classes I'm taking right now are so funny. Like, I'm in a cooking class,
There you go.
hotel operations, food service, like really like meticulous, particular classes that help you in the future. Like, I don't think I'd be more prepared than, and like, if I want to start a business, like, I feel like I'm going to be really good off. So
Rafa lives 50% of his life at the Wynn Resort. So it's a big deal. My mom actually wanted me to get into hotel management. And I know a lot of successful people that it's a huge industry. Yeah. And big money, Papa. Big money.
Big money.
Yes.
best class was actually a wines class. We took a wines class every Wednesday, 6 glasses of wine.
You think I'll...
Wow, really?
Yes.
Every Friday they do wine class here.
I hope it was
I do wine class all the time.
Eddie's got a wine class.
Yes.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yes.
Yeah. So he needs the other 3 days in between to recover.
So Cornell is getting a master's. Is that even a thing at Cornell? I heard Cornell University is big in the paper industry. Dunder Mifflin? No one gets it.
I get it.
Thank you over here.
Of course he does.
Office.
The Office, Cornell?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right over the head. Yeah. But like what's the next thing if you do 2 years, you say you're going to graduate, do they do masters?
Yeah, there is a master's program, but like
Football's still the idea.
football's still the idea.
Hell yes.
The issue is football can't help you get into the master's program. So that's the issue. Like, once they can help you get an undergrad, but once you graduate, you got to apply on your own. And most likely, if you're a football player, you're not going to get in. So
Can you compare, it might be a stupid question, but I think you're going to answer it a certain way. How difficult was Harvard-Westlake compared to Cornell?
Harvard-Westlake was harder than Cornell.
Yeah, see, I thought you might say that. And
it's crazy to think that high school could be harder than college, but you ask any of my friends who went to Harvard-Westlake or anyone that has been through Harvard-Westlake, and depending on what school they've been to, they'll 9 times out of 10.
I just had a funny feeling that because I've heard about Harvard-Westlake, and a funny stat I heard about Harvard-Westlake from Terry Barnum is that 99% of kids that go to Harvard-Westlake go to a 4-year university. And Terry said
99%?
99%.
Wow.
You know the other 1%? They go on a European trip for a year and then go to a 4-year university because their parents have so much money. That's a true thing. And I know, was it CJ that said something stupid about 99% of Bosco students go to universities? CJ, Sheesh.
We have 99% of Bosco University.
Yeah, right here.
I wanted to ask you a football question. Who's your favorite quarterback?
Oh, I love this question. Who do you think is my favorite quarterback?
Is he a current player?
He is.
I'm not gonna like it.
I want to say Jalen Hurts.
I model my game after Jalen Hurts, but
That's what I thought.
That's not my favorite. My favorite quarterback is Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. There's no doubt about that.
Just the way that he spins the ball, the way that he approaches the game of football is, I think, he's the best out there right now. I think Jalen definitely play alike. I try to model my game after him.
That's what I thought. That's why I said Jalen.
Pat's a little different. Pat makes throws that no one else can make.
That's 100% true.
Yeah,
it's hard to say I model my game after Pat Mahomes.
Shovel passes. Anyone can shovel pass.
But yeah, no, me and my quarterback coach, he knows the Eagles head strength coach, so I get really good insight of what Jalen does day in and day out of the facility. So I really try to model my game.
If you've ever seen, I did want to ask you because Jalen, that's funny you say that. I was watching, NFL training camp live, and they are in the Eagles camp, and Jalen is built like a truck. Jalen is one of the biggest squatters on his team, and is that something that you're doing?
I would say not squat, but cleans, power cleans.
Okay.
I'm definitely top 10. I'm cleaning more than some of my linemen.
Yay!
So,
I love it. I love it, and I love me some Jalen Hurts, Papa.
We know.
Yes,
we know.
I said it. Jalen Hurts, the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, is he not?
It's Herbert.
No, it's Herbert.
100%.
They just keep one doing.
It's always
Yeah.
It'll be
signs the
Burrow.
next one
Yeah.
is
It'll
gonna
be Burrow
the highest paid.
in 2 weeks. Oh, I went limp.
Power cleans, Rafa. Power cleans.
But Jalen was a power lifter in high school, so that's where he gets that from.
Okay.
He was squatting like that in high school, which is crazy.
I think I'm a huge fan of Jalen. I think that's a great person to model your game after. He doesn't get enough credit, this guy over here, for his passing abilities.
No, none.
That's true.
Sorry.
And they do have the Georgia defense now.
Yeah, that Georgia flags.
Literally
at
the
training
whole
camp.
Georgia defense. But are you a fan? Do you watch a lot of? I mean, being that you could, you play Friday nights. Are you a big fan of college football? Do you watch a lot of college football, or is it you got to freaking study?
We only play that one game on Friday night. The rest of the games are on Saturday.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you guys all played Friday nights.
So we play Saturdays, but I could watch the games at night. So like, if Alabama's playing Saturday night,
Yeah.
like I watch both the Alabama-Tennessee game and Alabama-LSU. So and then Pac-12,
You mean the Pac-4?
the Pac-4 with the Pac-12 network, the Apple TV streaming service. So yeah, no, we watch those games, but mostly NFL because Sunday is our day that we could watch football. So
Who's your favorite team?
I don't have a favorite team.
I like
just
that.
because
Love that.
growing up in LA, there
Here
was
we
no
go, what?
team. There was no team when I was growing up. The Rams were in St. Louis. The Raiders were in Oakland.
They're garbage.
The Chargers were in San Diego. So
Right.
I never really had a team, but I really just love watching football, learning the game, just watching what these quarterbacks do. Like you talk about Burrow, Mahomes, all these guys. They're doing some crazy things out there, and just trying to take some things, just little things. Like DTR actually said this when he was getting drafted. The analysis they did on him was he's like, I want to throw the ball like Aaron Rodgers. I want to run the ball and protect myself like Kyler Murray. And he was just comparing all these different attributes to different quarterbacks and taking the best out of each quarterback, like reading defenses like Tom Brady, and just putting that all together. And that's how you're going to be the ultimate quarterback, because not everyone's perfect, but everyone definitely has some really good pieces to their
Mahomes
game.
is pretty close.
That's all Andy Reid. It's all Andy Reid.
Mahomes
Papa.
is pretty close.
It's all Andy Reid.
Real talk.
So we talk about the quarterback position all the time. It is a science. I'm curious on your thoughts on a certain quarterback from the University of Florida. I don't know if you follow Anthony Richardson. Do you think he has a skill set? How do you think he'll fare in the NFL?
Yeah, I think he's going to pan out really well. It's going to be a project for sure. I think it's not going to be instant. I think it's going to be a few years until He gets comfortable doing everything at the NFL level, at the pro level. But I think he's going to be something that's
I
going to
think
be
he's going to be
crazy.
special, Rafa.
Hard pass for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a pass for me. It really is. I don't think he can throw the ball.
Rafa and I have this, and he's very correct on this. There's mobile to throw the ball, and there's mobile to run the ball. Lamar is a more of a mobile to get first down with his legs. How would you consider yourself? Are you mobile to pass or are you mobile to run? Because I've seen you do both. You've had some long, crazy, awesome runs at Cornell, and you've had the longest touchdown pass. I mean, you've done both. What would you think? I mean, you are.
I'm mobile to pass first, but
More Jalen Hurts.
I'm not scared to run the ball. So I think that's the line that I cross, is that I'm always looking to pass first when I scramble. I'm not just tucking the ball and running it, but I'm not scared to run between the tackles, outside the tackles. So it's really a mix of both. So
Bring it.
Yeah.
Well, man, let's wrap this up. We're gonna talk some baseball. I want to thank you, dude, for coming all the way down. I know you're. When do you leave?
I leave next Tuesday. So
Next Tuesday.
Jameson.
Let's give a big hand to our guy over here, Jameson Wang, spelled with an A. Who knew? Who knew? I thought he was in the witness protection program. But, dude, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show.
brother.
You've been
Appreciate it.
amazing.
Thank you guys for
Thank
having
you,
me.
bro.
We are gonna be watching every freaking play, and we will be your biggest fans. And dude, let's again, thank you to everybody. Let's do a little 30-second break, and we'll restructure this little setup.
Hey, go Big Red.
That's
Go Big
right.
Red. Let's do it.
Go time.
Still dark?
Yes, I'll put it. I would say put the light or take this one down. They can hear you.
So we're still dark. And Eddie's not here. Eddie's here, but you can't see him. He's here. He's here. He came back from the break, but you guys can't see him because it's dark. But Eddie's 100% here. Eddie, so what do you think about the interview? You did great. Oh, Eddie's dark, but his mic's muted.
Wow. Oh, okay. Did we even have that thing on earlier?
No, but it's still super dark.
I know.
Eddie's been here the whole time, guys. He didn't miss anything.
Wrong with the arm.
Oh, wait. Yeah. There we go. Who wants to sit in the 3 over here? Let's get this situated. Listen, shout out to you guys for hanging in with us. We just had an incredible interview with Jameson. So interesting, man. So interesting, his journey.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of
His love of the game, by the way.
A lot of balls to do what he's done.
And I love he loves the game. You hear him?
Yeah.
USX, CFL, XFL. He wants to keep playing and then stay in the game, his coaching and etc.
Yeah, fuck the Chargers. We need him with the Raiders. I want a mobile QB, Jameson. I'm tired of statues. So I think that's where the league is going. I think the league is going, you have to be mobile. These DNs
Are too fast.
And tackles. And if I'm a running back, F that. You want me to block a fucking DN? You're crazy? You're not going to pay me? Right?
There's somebody
You want to come this way? Should we center up a little bit better?
It's a little too dark, but
We still
let's cover
can.
some MLB and we'll figure out the lighting.
Just go through MLB real quick and we'll see how it looks after.
All right, so let's get to the Scherzer pitch yesterday, by the way. Minus 300 favorite.
Did he win?
He won. He started rocky. He had allowed 3 in the first, and then he settled in. And he breezed. After that, they couldn't touch him. He was the Scherzer of old.
Listen, I saw a start.
Literally.
I saw a start a couple weeks ago where he was unbelievable. So it's not like he's had a bad year, but the talent, the arm strength, the movement.
Oh, it's still there. Him and Verlander.
It's all still there.
These guys are 40 years old. They're knocking on 40's door. Are these guys juicing? Are they juicing?
Listen,
Tell me something. Because Roger Clemens got better with age, baby. On the juice.
I know someone very. Oh, I don't know if I should say this.
Let's just throw the comment out there. Don't say the name.
Okay. Oh, I'm definitely not going to say the name.
Oh, you've told me this.
Yes, but a certain person high up in the baseball ranks has told me, and this is not
on a team.
On a
He's
team.
involved with the team.
Involved with the team, had told me that in the steroid era, and the pitchers were the most egregious users of steroids, more than any batters, because of not when you're
The toll it took on them.
yeah, when you try to come back. What's the word I'm looking
Tommy
for?
John, when you come back from injury?
No, just when you come back, recovery.
Oh, okay.
Recovery. That steroids just amplify and quicken the recovery. And not to bring it back to Ohtani, but everyone, I just heard a bunch of interviews saying when Ohtani went that doubleheader and pitched a complete game, and then the next game played in it and hit 2 home runs, all these pitchers lost their minds. They interviewed, they're like, that was the most incredible feat. All these pitchers, they're like, when I pitch 6-7 innings, these guys can't function for another 4 or 5 days.
Well, Ohtani's special. We know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've noticed, Ohtani's left a couple games early this year for cramping. Yeah, for cramping.
You know who's great about cramps in the major leagues? The Dodgers have a cramp doctor.
Yesterday, he left the start early. He left the start for cramps. He still hit a home run afterwards.
Dude, why do you pitch? Why do you pitch to Ohtani? It's the point. It's Barry Bonds. It's not Barry
Not
Bonds.
yet.
Not yet.
No.
That was another
It's
level
fucking close.
of ridiculous.
Barry was another juicing, for sure.
Yes.
Never
Yes.
convicted. So,
Yes.
but the eye test would say that Barry was juicing.
At the end, he was a 7 1/4 at the beginning at the Pirates. His head size was 8 and
8 1/4.
8 3/4. Yes. So the trade deadline came and went. Ohtani
stood pat.
did
Juan
not.
Soto didn't move.
Juan Soto.
No Arenado.
Hader didn't get moved.
Well, these guys, they're in it. The Padres are in it. I don't know if you know that. They're in it. Check the standings. They're like 4 games out of the wild card. They are way in it. This weekend
Not
for
with
them,
those stupid ass uniforms.
this weekend, that's a nice uniform. This weekend for them is huge.
You would.
They're only
TJ.
8 out. I think they're only 8.5 out of the division. If I'm not,
Only 8.5 in the division.
they're in fucking 4th place.
Well, there's only 5 teams in the division.
But you're only 8.5 out. If you compare
they're 9 out.
9 out now. Okay, but what are they out of the wild card? They're only a handful of games out of the wild card.
we got to get Luke on the fucking mic over here. Talking
What do you? Give me one. Can you pull up wild card standings?
No. Rafa's right. They're
in
the wild card
way,
race.
Way in the hunt.
Look at that
You
dude
don't
right
want to
there.
play these guys.
I mean, dude, that looks like a Takis bag.
Right?
Oh,
That's
the
just horrible.
fucking hate, Luke.
These uniforms are trash.
They're horrible.
trash.
You guys are not.
They're horrible, Rafa.
This Miami,
You will.
Miami Vice wannabe. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're in San Diego.
Oh my god!
I like the
They're near the
pinstripe
ocean,
uniform.
Bobby. They're near the ocean.
Oh, come on, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, but if we look, listen, you don't want to play this team in a 3-game series.
Oh,
Are you kidding?
The
You're gonna
Dodgers
see these
definitely
guys?
don't want to do it.
You want to come see Blake Snell, and then
No.
Hugh Darvish for the first 2.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
There's no doubt. You don't want to see these guys. If these dudes get hot,
Yeah.
watch out.
Forget about
Watch
it.
out. Because the Phillies, who we liked in the beginning of the season, have gotten hot, and Trey Turner's been terrible. Imagine if Trey Turner just comes back to a shell
Of last year.
of last season or the year
Yeah,
before.
it's crazy.
So the Phillies and the Padres, I think the Padres are starting to get hot, and if they get hot and they stay hot and start going 7-3 and 10, start going 4-2 a week, guess who's
Yeah.
coming in the wild card? You're gonna see these dudes, and with those ugly uniforms and all, and that shit brown and yellow that they have,
Listen,
and they're playing in October.
I'm a brown guy. I am a brown guy. I've always wanted a brown Porsche with a tan top.
What are you, fucking 65?
Yeah, I am. I wanted a brown GMT with the gold band.
You're a fucking Padre fan. You just
No,
grew up.
no,
You're a Padre fan. You just grew up in fucking Glassell Park.
Don't you dare.
Those are fighting
dare.
words.
They are fighting
Fight
words.
words.
Yeah. Every time I go to San Diego, I almost get in a fight. Are you
Well,
kidding
because
me?
you go to San Diego wearing full-blown Dodger gear.
As you should.
That's
Should.
right.
Baby.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God! One fucking World Series in fucking
Get
99
CJ,
years.
CJ, take this microphone and take it over there, Papa, without ripping everything out to shreds. If you could do that. So
Padres
listen,
are 3.5 back.
in the wild
Oh,
card.
the wild card.
And who's
Arizona's ahead of them.
That's done.
Yeah, Arizona.
Phillies,
Cubs.
San Francisco,
Cubs are ahead of them.
done.
Cubs.
Done.
Cubs have scored like 80 runs.
They
in
can
the
score
last week.
100 runs in one game. They're gonna be done. That team's not built for this race.
Well,
But yeah, the rankings right now, number 1 in the wild card, San Francisco. Number 2, Philly.
Those are yeah.
Yeah, 3 Cincinnati. That's who's
That's
in the
who's in.
wild
Those
card.
3 teams
and by
are
the
in.
way, 2 weeks ago, you said the division was crap. You got a lot of shit from that. Can you?
What division?
You said the NL West was dog shit.
It is dog shit.
It is not dog shit.
It is dog shit. We will
First
see
of all, the Padres, maybe the most talented team in all of MLB, is they're out of. Well, now you're
they're
saying
gonna be
in
way.
it.
They're gonna be way in it.
So that's a kind of a.
They're going to be way in it. I guarantee you,
conundrum.
Arizona does not make the wild card.
Oh, I think Arizona overachieved. The thing about baseball,
And
what
I
I've
think the
learned-
Giants fade.
I think the Giants fade as well. The thing about baseball, it's 162 games. I know I'm breaking news, but it's averages and numbers. You will be who you are in baseball. Like Tampa Bay, was on fire, but you knew they were going to come back to the pack.
Well, they have a good roster.
Atlanta, although they have another good roster.
They know how to do it, man. They know how to win division titles and only one World Series. Kind of like you guys.
So
Kind of like Dodgers.
yeah,
Kinda
but-
like you guys.
But no one gives Dodgers any credit. Everyone thinks
Well,
the freaking.
You can't give a team credit when they have a bobblehead for every fucking achievement in LA. There's going to be a Caleb Williams
Yes, I want
bobblehead.
one of those.
That is stupid.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That shit is stupid
He won
as
the
shit.
Heisman.
So what does that
shit's
mean? He's
dumb.
not a baseball player. He's not a Dodger.
Agreed. I'm with Rafa on this
I'm with
one.
Rafa
That's the
on that. We
stupidest
can't-
shit
I
ever.
want too much.
I
They're
want
going to give a Kike one again very quickly.
Dude, you know how much-
all the
dude.
women will love it.
That's
I'll
just,
be at that
I'm
game.
surprised
Is
they don't have.
That
they're
one's
gonna
going to be battery operated, by the way.
They're gonna do a Jason Worth one soon. Like they probably had a Chris Taylor bobblehead.
No, Jason Worth hates the Dodgers.
I think they had Chris Taylor last season.
You see?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's that stupid ass shit so Dodger fans can collect. Oh, look at me. I got a Chris Taylor bobblehead, mijo.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
And Angels serve sushi.
I don't care. They don't have ridiculous bobbleheads. They probably have 3 bobbleheads.
Because no one
Mike
knows
Trout,
who their fucking players are.
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody cares.
They can't give an Otani bobblehead every game. Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although their sales would probably go up if they did.
They don't need it.
I would want one.
So,
What else we got on baseball?
yes. What else we
let's
got,
see.
Papa?
So the Astros got Verlander. That was a shocker because they had said at first it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And he's won 2 World Series there. Might as well make it 3.
You know, that was the curse of the Dodgers. The Dodgers were in. It came down to Dodgers and Houston. And
Tell me it was Verlander's decision.
it was Verlander.
Oh, yeah.
Verlander had a relationship in Houston. Obviously, he won a championship there.
There's regret there.
Regret.
Verlander and the Dodgers. The Dodgers should have had
what-
Verlander in 2017.
Instead, we
And
chose
no,
this
because
guy.
they didn't want to trade away the turd at second base. It never played. Or do
No.
you not remember?
Which turd? We had a lot of turds.
And there was a kid at second base that they didn't want to trade in that deal. Doesn't happen, and then they get Yu Darvish. And the GMs were so good, the Dodgers dorks upstairs couldn't realize that he was tipping his pitches.
Oh, there's tipping and there's banging on trash.
I don't know if
cans.
they didn't bang trash cans at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, yes, they did.
Oh my
They're
God!
banging on wax.
Yeah,
So who's this piece of shit second baseman that I?
I don't remember his name. I'll look it up.
Oh man, he doesn't even remember his name.
It's fucking 6 years ago. He's never played a baseball game in his life.
So he was a prospect.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course. No. It wasn't an MLB player.
Well, let's talk about the trade deadline. Go ahead.
It's getting a little too dark, almost near unusable.
All right.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, let's cut it short then.
I guess we're gonna talk shit to ourselves about baseball.
We could turn off the camera and still keep going on.
No. We're done. Listen, we got to figure this out. I just want to
My
say,
wife's at Mako's already.
Yeah, I want to say
Time for me to run.
thank you to Jameson, amazing guest. Thank you to everyone contributing to this venture. We might have to reinvent. Maybe we should call Elon Musk.
How do we not
about-
have
yeah.
issues with light? We have it today. Like we've had it the last
This
2
is
weeks.
the brightest
I don't know.
we've ever been.
Yeah, literally. I need makeup after this. Before this shit goes on, we need makeup.
Well, let's say thank you. Let's CJ, Big John, Jameson, Luke, Eddie Money, Jay Bird. I want to say thank you to everyone. Episode 42, guys. It's been an awesome journey.
Let's clip something. Can we clip something?
Yeah, let's clip the shit out of some.
Let's if you can just edit it, like do the audio, not the clip, right? But do the audio. So no, it's just so we can kind of do like a fucking thing that you guys can keep posting about. We're on at 6 o'clock on Fridays. Subscribe.
Okay.
We'll maybe give away some money during football season. Maybe we'll give away Raider tickets.
Woo, woo, woo.
We'll
Okay.
give away something. So
let's do it right now. Listen, everybody. Thank you for watching Two Nobodies with the Mic. We are at 85,000 followers right now. We have big things coming. We want to thank you. Share it with your friends, your family. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you for everybody. And this venture that we have, 42 weeks, I'm calling 100,000 very soon. We're going to have a big party. We have some giveaways that are coming up. So please, we are not finished. We are just headed for...
we're gonna give away some money during football season. So make sure you clip that.
Yes.
Make sure you understand. Tell your friends. Subscribe on YouTube. We're gonna give away $1,000 to subscribers. Third week of NFL. Third week, we're gonna give away $1,000 to one YouTube subscriber. So make sure you tell your friends, subscribe,
Yes.
watch. Nobody's watching 2 hours of podcast, but you can watch 15 minutes at a time. I do it all the
Especially
time.
when there's 1,000 bolas.
And there's
on the line.
$1,000. There's no catch. We've
And
given it
we-
away. We've sent it as far as South Africa.
We've sent $1,000 to South Africa before.
We sent us out $1,000. We do Venmo. We can do Cash App, Zelle. You can come pick it up, whatever it is. But we're going to give it away week 3. We're going to have another giveaway week 9. And then we'll have another giveaway week 17.
I love it, Papa.
So
Thank you to everyone.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yes.
You just missed Caleb Williams' bobblehead.
I saw
We
it.
saw
Oh,
it.
I saw it. I saw it.
I love it. Cheers, Papa.
Cheers, senor.